Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
She's the goon.
Welcome to the Hampton Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK and Wire Today. Special guest tonight. We got camera lady Alana helping us out here. As I just realized she doesn't have headphones on because doing color tonight because they canceled worship practice, is what I was told, over at First Baptist. Is going to be my color guy, my right hand in football, and that is Marshall Whitaker, the Executive Director of Injury Prevention Resources. Marshall, how you doing?
I am doing great, Kevin. It is a joy to get to be here with you tonight. I'm glad to be here and finally get to call a Riverton game with you.
So it is the second to last home game. We're here at Riverton tonight. Tip-off is at 5 and 6:30 for the boys. Well, not even approximately. It looks like they're going to be exact. Riverton JV boys just won convincingly. Then on Saturday, it'll be myself and camerawoman Courtney as we travel 5 hours to work 3. We head to Afton. We're just going to stay the night, because, actually Afton is beautiful. It's not geared towards people's getting done working at 8 o'clock at night. Because the only thing that I've been able to find open was either a bar or Domino's Pizza. That's it.
Yeah,
that's the food scene at 8 o'clock in Afton, and people are Afton going, hey, wait a second, you're in Riverton.
Yeah,
so
it's a fun little adventure when you go to Afton. It's beautiful to drive up there. There's lots to see. It's a lovely opportunity. And then when you get to Afton and you finish up the game, there is a ghost town that greets you as you leave the stadium, and so I think you're making the right call.
It's a little more active in the summer, with the drive-in there that's open seasonally and stuff like that. It's a beautiful town, though. We're looking forward to it. The only reason we're saying is I really just don't want to take Togany Pass at night this year. Just didn't feel like it, so we'll be waking up Sunday and head back, and then of course we will have the final game of the season, which will be next Thursday against Evanston, and then of course the school shuts down Thursday. Is shut down Thursday and Friday. If you're a parent listening, because 2A basketball's here, and of course Wyoming Indian, Thermopolis, Wind River, Shoshone, all teams we kind of keep an eye on or cover are going to be packing this house, and if it goes chalk, as they say, and it's Thermop versus Wyoming Indian on Saturday night, Woo!
It's going to be an adventure.
It will be absolutely packed here. So it is the 4-14 Riverton Lady Wolverines facing the 3-14 Jackson Lady Bronx. The Lady Bronx have been on a bit of a losing streak. Well, ever since really Riverton. They've lost Teton, Idaho, Star Valley, and they did beat Rock Springs by 2. They lost to Green River convincingly. They lost to Evanston even more convincingly. Lost to Natrona County and then lost convincingly to Kelly Walsh. So they are on a 3-game losing streak. Are the 3-14, 1-2 in conference. Jackson Lady Bronx. And realistically, on paper, it's a much improved season for Coach Olivia Bingham. They're 3-14 over on. You go, well, how can that be? Don't forget that as of late in the season last year, they won their first game in about 38 total games. Unfortunately, it was against Riverton there. So, again, like we warned, myself and Declan warned everybody in the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show this past year. Riverton has to come out. If they come out focused and play their defense, focused defensively and play their defense how they can, they should win going away.
Right.
If they do not, they're in line for an upset. And right now, Riverton, depending on how it draws, needs to get this win. Star Valley's going to be hard on Saturday.
Yep.
Evanston is winnable, but it'll be difficult here at home. You really want to get this one so you don't get the 8 a.m. Thursday game in regionals. And quite honestly, the girls do have a pathway to state, which is the first time we can say that in a while.
Yeah.
So that ought to be interesting. Of course, when you look at the Jackson Lady Bronx, you have to talk about Ari Fowler. She leads the team in points with dead set on 11 points per game. And then it kind of does fall off a cliff a bit with number 35, whose name is always missing here. They list her as having 5 points per game. She does not have 5 points per game. She has 5 points on the season. But as far as anybody who plays a lot, you drop down to under 4.
Yeah.
So how Ari Fowler plays is how this team plays. She is a junior. She also leads the team in assists. Leading the team in rebounds is number 33, a junior as well, Trinity Green. And she leads the team in steals as well. It's a team, much like Riverton, turns the ball over a plethora of times. Over 25 turnovers per game.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, unlike Riverton, who's been causing 20-plus lately, it's a team that really only causes about 15, 16 turnovers per game, and a lot of those aren't caused. It's not a team that's really good at the press. Quite honestly, they're not really good at the half-court defense either. But as far as offensively, again, they shoot 22% from beyond the arc. So much like I've said, every girls' game and every boys' game sans one opponent, they're not a three-point shooting team.
No.
They take a ton of them. They don't hit a ton of them.
Now, when you're shooting 1 out of 5 from behind the arc, it's one of those situations where you're just better not to shoot them.
Yeah. From inside the arc, only 27%. So they're just not good from the field. And then you combine on, and I know Riverton, I know the special seniors are going, how do we lose to them again? Because from the charity stripe, it's one of, if not the worst teams we'll see all season. Oh, wow. And that we've seen. They are under 50% as a team at 49%. Pretty much it's Ari Fowler, and then Taylor Miller's 100%, but she shot one of them. And then Harley Rommel, who's only shot 7. So when you look at it, it's Ari Fowler of the starters, and then everybody else is under 50. One person's at 50. The rest of the team's under 40. You've got 2 or 3 that are under 35% even. Wow. So this is a game that Riverton should do well in. At least they should, if they stay focused. That's a spoiler alert for Ranger Keys to the game. But when we return, we will take a look at the Riverton Lady Wolverines here on the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show on day 39 KTAK.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 939 KTAK and WYO Today. Time to look at the Riverton Lady Wolverines come into this week at 5-15. Excuse me, I had the wrong record earlier. 5-15. 0-3 though in the conference. So a chance to get right that here in the quad. Coming into this game, leading all scores is Carson Vosika. She gotten back over that 12 points per game mark. She fell down a little bit, now down to 11.9. Right behind her at 7.6 points per game, goodness, is Taylor Leesburg. She, of course, leads the team with 6 assists per game, leading the team in rebounding. And I hate to say a player, they're going to be able to fill that role pretty easy. It's Tatum Tyra. Yeah. Of course, we saw her go down with a very bad knee injury. Just making sure to do a quick glance. She's, of course, not dressed. Her season most likely over. We don't have anything confirmed, but the talk is what you would expect it to be. But with Timbri Mathill, Lexi Taylor, Aspen Gordon probably going to get the starting nod. We'll see also how deep, Marshall, he goes in his bench. Coach Bosner, right, depending on the game, depending on how tight it was, has gone only 6 deep a couple of times. Aspen Gordon being the one person off the bench. Well, now Aspen's probably starting, most likely. Right. So what does that mean for the other players who have seen some time? Van Vliet, what does that mean for Kimber Mathill? What does that mean for Taryn Weber? It's kind of an unknown, and you know he's going to want to. It may be one of those games. There's a lot of spaghetti at the wall as far as lineups, depending on what the score is, and if Riverton can do what they should do on paper, because there's only 2 more games, and then you're in regionals. Win 2 before you lose 2, and you get to go to Casper.
Right. I think they're at a situation where if they can get some points on the board, they can get a little bit of a lead. You know, we may see Coach go as deep as 8 tonight, simply to give some opportunity to see what some of these other players can do in rotation. If it's super tight, you're going to see 5, and you might see 1 hoping to get a spot because he's going to stick with what he knows in an effort to get a win here. That's going to be the most crucial thing for tonight.
It's a must. I picture him even in a tight one, probably going 7. I think we'll see Taryn Weber. I think we'll see Kimmer Mathil, maybe Van Vliet as well. We may get see 8, but that span will be more like, okay, 30 seconds left in a quarter. Let's bring this Taylor Leesburg back 1 minute into the other quarter, so you stretch that.
Yep.
Also, that quarter break, and you get 2-3 minutes on the bench, get your win back to you. The good part is, as far as conditioning, is the season this year is ending on a Thursday.
Right.
A week from today. And then we don't play till Saturday. So we're going to roll right in our Ranger keys of the game and then take a break for the national lineup for the national anthem. Real simple. Find the rotation. Play your defense focusedly. And again, as I've said all year, because of what we saw in Cheyenne, but especially now with less people to go to the bench with experience.
Yeah.
Taylor Leesburg, they're not deep at guard. She absolutely cannot get in foul trouble.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break for the national anthem. I almost said national lineup again. And when we return, it'll be time for the Arapahoe starting lineups here on WIO Today 93.9 KTAK.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming. Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
All right, and welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. It is time for the starting lineups. Arapahoe first starting lineups. First for the Jackson Lady Broncs, led by Coach Olivia Bingham. It'll be number 0, a junior, Ari Fowler. Number 3, senior, Hayden Block. Number 13, freshman, Zoe Green. Number 25, freshman, Margaret Holland. And number 53,
a senior, Harley Rommel. For your Riverton Lady Wolverines, led by Coach Mike Bosner, it will be number 2, sophomore, Carson Vosica. Number 10, senior, Taylon Leesburg, number 11, excuse me. Number 10, senior, Aspen Gordon. Number 22, senior, Lexi Taylor. And number 23, a senior, Timbry Mathil. When we return, it'll be time to tip things off here on 939 KTAK and WYO Today.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
We're done. Welcome back here. Time to tip things off between the Jackson Hole Lady Broncs and the Riverton Lady Wolverines. Riverton will be in their white and red with black piping. Jackson will be in their black and white with orange accent. Riverton will be going left to right on your radio dial here on 93.9 KTAK. The tip-off will be most likely between, I've seen Carson do it, of course, Tatum Tyra quite a bit. Of course, for the Lady Broncs, it will, as always, be Holland, the freshman. It will be Carson Vosica, not the tallest on the floor, but probably has the tallest reach with the jump.
Yeah, what we'll see here is, a little bit of inexperience versus a little bit of athleticism. Let's see what that shakes out to be.
Carson's going to win the tip to Taylon Leesburg, and they will bring it over the timeline here. Leesburg to Taylor, about 30 feet from the basket. Taylor going to the right wing. Stopped and is going to lose control, stolen away. And here comes Jackson Hole. They're going to swing it over to Block. Block into the corner now. Going back up top, and that's where Ari Fowler will set the offense. Going to the right wing for Block. Block guarded by Leesburg. Riverton in kind of their 2-3, looking for traps, as they normally do. Swinging it around all the way to Rommel, now looking inside. Beautiful pass, put up and good. And I just realized I didn't ever start the clock. That is Zoe Green.
Yeah, Green had an excellent look to make a cut to the basket there, and they made a great pass to get her there.
So I'm going to get the clock right. Taylor into the front court on the wing, looking underneath for Vosica, puts it up over the rim, hit a little bit of backboard maybe, but did not hit anything else. Jackson Hole comes away with it. So thrown away by Jackson, looking to try and break out into a fast break, and I could have done better to say break out into a fast break. But it'll be Riverton basketball. Taylor get it on the pass over midcourt, going to Vosica at the top of the key. Vosica dribbles to the right, goes to Leesburg in the near corner. Leesburg on a little give and go to Vosica, up and good.
Beautiful pick and roll there on the give and go.
Tied 2-2.
Jackson bringing the ball up the court. They're setting up to get under the basket quick because Riverton was slow on the transition.
Out to Ari Fowler, no good. Rebound fought for, they'll go to the floor, and we will get a whistle with 6:19 to play in the first. It will be possession error, which will favor the Jackson Hole Lady Broncs. No fouls yet on anybody. 6:19 to play, 2-2. Ball be inbounded to her right of her own basket for Fowler. Fowler inbounds to Block. Block will dribble it up towards top of the key, and now comes back left with a pass. Vosica overplaying the passing lane there, able to deflect it out of bounds with 6:14 to play in the first. Inbound is to Fowler. Fowler dribbling to her right. Now it's going to find an open three for Rommel. No good. And this is what I was saying. They take a lot of threes. They're much like Riverton, much like everybody else. Not high percentages. Vosica into the front court for Mathil at the low block. Mathil looking to spin to her right. Puts it up. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mathil. Just dribbled it a little too far under. Hit the bottom of the backboard. That will be turnover number. Actually, a shot got off, so it will not be a turnover there. Riverton going to immediately go into their full court zone press, and nicely broken by Jackson on a couple of passes up to Rommel. Rommel will get it back to Fowler. Fowler top of the key, thought about the three. She's going to get tied up with 5:42 to play. It is a possession arrow. It will go over to the Lady Wolverines. That will be the second turnover of the day against Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson has been able to get through the press pretty quickly, but they've struggled to do anything to really set their offense up as they've come up the court here. They've had a couple of looks, but again, they're not great at shooting the three, so those looks aren't really helping them.
Leesburg into the front court, goes to the wing for Mathill, and we've got a travel against Tembry. Second turnover of the night against Riverton. And for Jackson, this is exactly kind of how they wanted to play. They'd probably like to hit a few more shots, but a little bit sloppy, a little bit out of focus for both teams.
That's it.
Inbound is by Zoe Green. She gets into Fowler. Mathill guarding her. Long pass across the timeline. They get it out to block for three. Misses it 4 feet long. That's saying something, actually. Leesburg now looking for a long pass to Gordon. Gordon back out to Leesburg. Leesburg for three. Good! Taylor Leesburg hits from downtown. Riverton has their first lead, 5-2.
Beautiful job by Leesburg there. They got the ball inside, drew the coverage, and then turned it around.
Stolen away by Mathill. Mathill going to try and take coast to coast, does so, and Riverton quickly gets out to a 5-point lead, 7-2. Trapping immediately, and that's a walk.
All day
walk
long.
Called against Jackson. That will be the fourth turnover of the day, and now the press starting to pay a couple of dividends, and just like that, we're not. I thought we were about to have a timeout. Riverton scores here, you might see it kind of quick. Inbound is by Vosika to Leesburg. Looks like a 1-2-2 or a diamond and one almost. Leesburg looking inside, gets it to Mathill. Mathill misses. Gordon with the rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Riverton with 4:29 to play in the first. It will be Jackson Lady Bronx basketball. Inbound to Fowler. She's going to try and pass over the stripe. She does so, and quickly they try and work some out, but immediately it is a turnover. As they try to go to the top of the key, Mathill bring it up after stripping it. Looking inside for Gordon. We're going to get a foul against number 25, it looks like. That would be Holland. It'll be her first. Team first. Comes with 4:15 to play in the first.
Yeah, they're definitely playing some aggressive basketball under the basket. I'm surprised that's really the first foul that's been called down there, because they really are pushing bodies pretty good in that section. But Riverton is determined to get the ball down low in order to set up their outside shooting.
Coach Bosner immediately going to the bench now. They inbound to Vosika, and it's up and good. She now has 4. Lead is 9-2. Taryn Weber, the Lady Wolverine, checked in for Lexi Taylor. And in the front court for Jackson, we're going to get a foul against the aforementioned Taryn Weber. That'll be her first, team first against Riverton. Comes with 4:02 to play. It'll be inbound by the person who was actually fouled. That'd be Zoe Green. Green with it into the front court. They swing it around. Rommel looking for a three, leaves it well short. And Ashman Gordon's going to pick up the rebound. Someone tried to try and out-muscle her for it. Good luck.
Good luck with that. That's not happening.
Mathill to Leesburg at top of the key. Leesburg looking inside. And we're going to get a timeout, 30 seconds by Coach Bosner. Will be his first. We'll take it with him, 3:36 to play in the first quarter. 9-2, Riverton Lady Wolverines on top here on 939 KTAK.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
And welcome back. 9-2 will be Riverton. It'll be Riverton basketball coming out of it. I was correct. Coach Mike Bosner taking a timeout there. Coming out of the timeout will be Gordon Leesburg, Mathill, Vosika, and Taryn Weber for your Lady Wolverines. 3:36 play in the first quarter. Start out sloppy. Riverton's built up a lead and a chance to take it to double digits with a 3 here or 9 with a 2. Leesburg to Weber. Weber's at the top of the key looking for Vosika, and overplaying the passing lane is going to be Fowler. She'll knock it out of bounds. It will remain with Riverton. On the dead ball, Lexi Taylor will come back in for Aspen Gordon. Inbound to Leesburg. Leesburg to Taylor in the near corner. She dribbles up the wing, goes back to the corner for Leesburg. Leesburg dribbles up to the wing, gets it to Taryn Weber, top of the key. Weber hands it to Taylor on the wing. Taylor looking to drive in. Now the zone is kind of working to Mathill. Mathill on the low block, turns, fires, no good, but there is a foul on the play. Timbry will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, if you're going to get down that close, if you can't get it to go in, get the contact, get to the line, and give yourself an opportunity to get a few shots here from the free throw line.
Fouls against Fowler. No pun intended. It is her first, team second. On the season, Mathill is a 56% free throw shooter. First one on the way, good. 10-2, chance to stretch it to 11. Mathill right now with 3 points. Checking in for Jackson is Strickland. And excuse me, that's not Mathill. It's the ponytail that always throws me with these two. That's Vosika. She's a high 60% free throw shooter. So she hits the second one. She now has 6. Well on the way to being above her average here. And stuck in the backcourt, finally getting over on a long pass of Fowler. And Fowler's immediately going to travel once she breaks the timeline. That will be turnover number 6. Comes with 2:54 to play.
Yeah, Jackson actually had their player where they wanted him in the paint under the basket. They just couldn't get the ball free and then over to them. As a result, it's a turnover.
Aspen Gordon checks back in. She comes in for, I don't know who she came in for. Oh, Carson Vosika. Couldn't tell when I first looked, so it's a little bit stronger, bigger lineup right now for Riverton. Trying to feed the ball to Lexi Taylor. It gets deflected. Mathill gets it, though. Gets it to Taylor, up and good with 2:31 and counting to play. Riverton shooting a very high percentage for them, especially here. It's 13-2 in favor of the Lady Wolverines.
And they're using their physical prowess to just get close to the basket and take high percentage shots.
Looking to go to the low block, trapped, kicks it back out. 3 on the way by Zoe Green. No good. Rebound by Taryn Weber. And she gets it to Leesburg. Leesburg will slowly jog it over midcourt as we approach 2 minutes to play in the first. To Taylor, to Gordon at the high block, back out to Taylor. Taylor drives in, tries to feed it in to Taryn Weber. Ill-advised pass, and it's going to be picked off by Rommel. And they drive down. Zoe Green's going to put up a short 2, and then as she gets her own rebound, is going to throw it away with 1:40 to play here in the first quarter. That'll be turnover number 7 already. Yeah. Vosika coming in for Taryn Weber. Taryn Weber getting a lot of minutes there.
Absolutely.
Comparatively to what she's been getting as of late, earned in practice, and got to take advantage of, I hate to say take advantage of it, but when you get your opportunity due to an injury, you got to take the opportunity. Inbound is to Mathill. It's going to be a hook and hold by her. Of course, in college, that would be much, or the pros, that'd also be a couple free throws and a technical, but not here. And not right now. So it'd just be a foul against Timbry Mathill. It's team second. Long pass up to block. Breaks the timeline. They go try to lay it up over Aspen Gordon. No good. And rebound by Lexi Taylor. And we're going to get a foul against Strickland on the rebound attempt. It'll be the 3rd team foul against Jackson Hole. Comes with 1:22 left here in the first quarter. Inbound by Vosika to Leesburg, back to Vosika. Jackson kind of threatening a little bit pressure, but never got close enough to really count as it. Long pass to Mathill. Now they go inside to Vosika. She's going to lose control of it. Jackson will look to break. Ari Fowler just gets completely stripped by Timbry Mathill at midcourt to Leesburg on the wing. I mean, Timbry just ripped it out of her hands. Long 3. Leesburg good! NBA range and timeout. Might be a little too late, actually. I probably called it a little bit sooner. But with 52.7 seconds left in the first quarter, Riverton on a 16-0 run. We'll be right back here on 93.9 KTAK.
Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
And welcome back. Jackson Hole trailing 16-2. Riverton has outscored them 16-0 here.
Yeah, the opening shot there fell for the Jackson Lady Broncs, and then all of a sudden Riverton decided, you know what, that's enough scoring for you.
Fowler to block. Yeah, that's exactly what they said, Mara. Nothing's happened since, and we get a whistle, and it's going to be a turnover yet again. This time a 5-second violation. Inbound is to Leesburg. Chance to make this even greater lead and a bigger run. Passes to Mathill. She drives in, lays it up, no good. Rebound fault for Vosika, then Gordon to Leesburg. Leesburg into the paint. Tried a kind of an ill-advised shot there. And it goes out of bounds off, pass. It goes off of Jackson. Jackson will substitute here, number 25 and number 1. That'd be Chamberlain and Holland coming back. Inbound is by Vosika to Leesburg. I anticipate, Marshall, that Riverton is going to hold here for the last shot. Taylor on the wing, back to Mathill. Mathill to Taylor on the left wing, and she just loses it out of bounds. 5th turnover of the night against Riverton.
Yeah, you can't make unforced turnovers like that. Those are the kind of mistakes that let teams come back when you've got them down ready to be stomped on.
Ready to be stomped on. That's harsh. Fowler pass to Chamberlain. Leesburg trying to anticipate the pass there, and we're going to get a cheap foul by Mathill with about 4.7 seconds left. And unfortunately for Timbry, that's her second.
As physical as this game's been, that's a little bit of a quick whistle for that kind of spot right there, I think.
Actually, no, they're going to say that's her first, so I got a wrong foul against somebody. We'll correct that later on. It is 13 foul, and as Jackson inbounds it, they lose it out of bounds.
They passed to someone who wasn't standing there.
Yeah, just
threw it out of bounds.
2.3 seconds left. Leesburg doesn't know it.
Nope. Couldn't get the shot off.
She kind of walked. Mike Moser smiles as she comes off. Hard not to smile when you're on a 16-0 run. At the end of one, 16-2, Lady Wolverines on top. We'll be right back with the second quarter here on 93.9 KTAK.
If you're planning home improvement projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Warm Valley Health in Fort Washakie is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
And welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Riverton's defense playing well. They're playing focus, and this is what we mentioned in the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show, in the Ranger Keys game. If they come out especially defensively focused, the offense will probably follow. It has. It will be, I didn't have that right, it'll be Jackson basketball. And Timbry Mathill like a predator in wait. They're waiting for that trap. Swings over to England. England for 3. Or Chamberlain. That's why I called him her England, because of Chamberlain. Misses horribly, but rebound by Jackson. Kicks out to Ari Fowler. She's going to hit a 3, and that'll break the run as we take under 7:40 to play.
Yeah, you can't let Fowler get an open look like that, and that's exactly what they did on that.
And now you're being too, sure you can. They're not a good three-point shooting team. They just shoot a ton of them.
Sure, but Fowler can shoot. She's got good form.
Leading scorer to Gordon. Gordon to Taylor on the left. Taylor up top to Leesburg. She'll back out and reset the offense here with 7:14 to play in the half. End of Vosika. Vosika's going to miss. It's going to be deflected on the rebound attempt off of Jackson Hole, so it'll be Riverton basketball. And immediately going to sub now for Chamberlain will be Rommel.
Yeah, they just had to do something there after the inside play, and now they're on the ground for a jump ball. It's the possession arrow.
So it'll be Fowler, Block, Green, Holland, and Rommel. For Riverton, it'll be the starters again.
Inbound from Riverton.
Possession arrow favored them. Inbound is to Leesburg in the corner. Leesburg's going to dribble up towards the wing and back out a little bit. Probably looking to set up the offense. Nope, she's going to drive in, puts up a 2, no good. Rebound put up and good by Timry Mathill. Mathill now with 4.
Yeah, Mathill did a nice job of clearing out the paint that created that gap for Tyler to be able to get in there.
Into the front court to Block. Block gets it to Holland. Holland looking to drive in. It's turned to the side out to Ari Fowler for 3. Good. Okay, maybe you were right.
If she's going to be standing wide open, she's going to hit that shot.
18-8 was a 14-point lead, now down to 10. And Coach Bosner has seen enough with 6:25 to play in the half. He's going to use his second time out of the game. We'll take it with him. 18-8 here in the second quarter on 93.9 KTAK.
Midway! Come to Midway Auto and RV and score big when buying a car, truck, or SUV. Every vehicle goes through a 100-point inspection, and every vehicle comes with a warranty. Our Super Bowl is giving our customers the friendliest service, the easiest buying process, and the best deal possible.
Treat Midway like the home team. We always make the best play for our customers. Come experience the Midway difference. Where you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Yep.
And welcome back. Coach Bosner didn't want to let this thing get past double digits. It's 18-8. Lady Wolverines on top. 6:25 to play in the first half. Inbound is to Taylor. Kimber Mathill, by the way, checked in during the break for her first action today, and she now has the ball. Looking inside for her older sister, and she's going to throw it away. That'll be turnover number 6 against the Lady Wolverines. Comes with 6:10 to play in the half. Into the front court is Zoe Green. They're going to swing it to Fowler. Fowler's going to try and take a 3 on the run. Good.
I guarantee you during that timeout, Coach Bosner had something that said, get your hands up in front of that girl when she goes to shoot. They didn't listen.
No, Fowler down with 9. She averages 11, and it's 18-11. Mathill to the free throw line to Timry Mathill in the corner. Looking inside for Vosika. She turns, spins, fires good.
And that's an excellent treatment of that. Right inside, able to get the turnaround, make the drop shot fall, break some momentum. Bronx bring the ball up the court.
Vosika now with 8 points. She averages just shy of 12. Ari Fowler into the paint for number 20, Holland. Holland spins number 50, who I don't have a name for. I'll try and get that at some point in time. Actually, I probably have it right here. She's probably a JV player, would be my guess. No, she's not. No, it's nobody. In the program that has JV and Froshmore. Riverton going to throw into Aspen Gordon, and she's going to get called for a 3-second violation, or someone there with her is. Be turnover number 7. 5:06 to play. And I'm going to try again to find number 50 here.
Yeah, number 50 is definitely in witness
Chapman.
protection. There you
Avis
go,
Chapman.
Avis Chapman, we got it. Fowler with the ball coming up the court. There's at least someone within the same time zone as her this time.
2-3 zone. They're going to force it over to the right, and then it's going to get, I was going to say tied up, but it looks like one of the Jackson Hole players who had it tied up is going to be standing out of bounds. So as such, it'll be Riverton basketball with 4:52 to play in the half and a 9-point lead.
You know, Riverton has played really disciplined basketball here, especially on the offensive side, and that is really what's helped build this lead.
Going to the free throw line, and they're, okay, I don't necessarily blame her for being a little upset. She was ball slapped out of her hand, but they call a walk on her.
It's a little hard to understand that.
A reminder, we've got Wyoming Indian playing tonight on 99.1 KWYW. They are a little bit delayed on starting, as it is the senior night there, and there's a whole lot of people playing, and Fowler's going to launch a 3. She now has 12 in this quarter.
Yeah, she shot that one from, 28 feet away.
She has her average in the quarter.
That's insane, the shooting she's putting on right now. Riverton gets aggressive going to the basket.
Leesburg trying to find Mathil underneath. There's going to be a foul called. It is the team first of the quarter, and that foul is going to go against Zoe Green. It'll be her first. Looking to inbound is Kimber Mathil, and she's going to throw it away. That will be turnover number 9 against Riverton. Really sloppy second quarter here for them, and it's down to a 6-point game. They get to Fowler. Fowler over to Rommel on the right wing. Rommel going to the corner for Zoe Green. Green underneath, gets it to Chapman, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Vosika. Vosika to Leesburg. Leesburg will bring it over the timeline with 3:50 to play in the half. Lexi Taylor just got up. She'll check in next dead ball. Mathil, how they did call walk there. Van Vliet also checked in. Out to Leesburg for 3. No good. I hate to say it that way. Kimber Mathil drug her pivot foot horribly. Yeah. And now Jackson trying to fast break off the rebound is going to turn it over. That's number 11. To Leesburg, now to Kimber Mathil, top of the key. Mathil looking for help, gets it from Vosika. Vosika into the corner for Van Vliet. Van Vliet has to fight for it. Goes underneath to Vosika. She turns, fires, no good. Rebound is going to be touched out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Kimber Mathil. And it will be Jackson Hole basketball as Lexi Taylor will check back in. And so will Strickland for Jackson Hole.
Yeah, there's definitely been a breakdown. When we talk about sloppy basketball, Riverton is playing nervous and they're playing sloppy, and that's falling into Jackson's bread and butter because that's about all they've played thus far, and it has worked for them.
Turnover by Jackson as they try to work in. That's Van Vliet intercepting the pass. Leesburg to Kimber Mathil on the right wing. Kimber Mathil drives into the paint. Gets it Taylor. Taylor for 3. Air ball. And it will go out of bounds. It will go over to the Jackson Hole. Riverton, I don't know if it's nerve. I think it's almost like they got too relaxed.
Yeah.
The intensity has come down. I think that's why you see Van Vliet and Kimber Mathil in trying to inject some energy. And here comes Jackson Hole into the front court. Rommel with it, dribbles to her left, goes to Ari Fowler. Ari Fowler underneath, up and 1. Let's see who the pass went to number 13. That's Zoe Green, the freshman. She now has 4 points, and she'll go to the line looking for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, Fowler did an excellent job of drawing the defense out to her, made a solid pass, and then Chamberlain put it away.
Free throw up and good. Foul was against Van Vliet. And shooter's going to be substituted for here. So it is a 15-4 run for Jackson Hole at the moment. Van Vliet to Taylor. Taylor loses control of it, and she's then going to be fouled as they go for it with 2:16 to play here in the first half.
Well, let's be thankful there was a foul called there, because if not, Jackson was going to have their way to the basket.
Foul against Rommel, her first, team second. Inbound is to Leesburg. Will bring it right over the Riverton Center Court logos. Leesburg to Mathil. That being Kimber. Kimber Mathil to Taylor on the elbow, back out to Leesburg on the right wing. Looking underneath for Van Vliet, finds her. She passes to Taylor. Taylor puts up, no good. Rebound by Jackson Hole, and good job by Timbri Mathil, but it is going to go out of bounds off of her. It will be Jackson Hole basketball. Minute 52 to go. 3-point game. It was a 14-point game at the end of 1 as Ari Fowler comes back in. Inbound is her. Riverton full court press. The Mathil sisters leading the charge on that. Good job passing it up, but Taylor overplays the pass lane nicely and slaps it out of bounds with 1:45 to play in the half.
Yeah, that press has absolutely given Jackson fits in this game, and when they can turn it up, it has prevented the Broncos from being able to do what they want to do.
Inbound is to number 25. That is Holland looking to go into the paint. Does so, having to pass out of it. Strickland to Fowler. Fowler wants the three. This one contested mightily. Long rebound, though, to Jackson Hole. Gets out to block. Block for a three, air ball. And we're going to have a foul on Taylon Leesburg on the rebound. I thought it was a good box out, but I don't have the best angle of it. It'll be her first, team second. So it'll just be an inbound play for Jackson Hole with 1:26 to play here in the half.
Yeah, we definitely were not able to see what the ref was seeing on that particular play.
Inbound is to block, not to block, excuse me, is to Strickland. Strickland hands off to block, and then a good job by Kimber Mathill to jump in front of the pass back to Strickland, and Strickland unable to control it. It will go out of bounds. It'll be turnover number 13 against Jackson, and now they are right above their average for a half. Leesburg on the inbound, dribbles over midcourt, going to her left from Timbery Mathill. Mathill taking a couple dribbles, goes all the way in, actually, lays up, should have gone for glass, didn't, and it'll come away to Jackson Hole as we're now under a minute to play in the first half.
Breaks the press.
Anyway,
They've got somebody under, but they can't make the pass.
They're going to throw it underneath, and it will be off the fingertips of Zoe Green. Turnover number 14. Aspen Gordon will come in now for Kimber Mathill.
Yeah, Green absolutely got into position, but Riverton did a good job of getting in the way of the passing lanes, prevent them from being able to get that throw across to her. She couldn't handle it when it got there.
Inbound to Van Vliet. Van Vliet over midcourt, gets it to Leesburg, now to the right for Mathill. Mathill cross court to Leesburg, to Van Vliet, who turns and fires from the free throw line. She puts her hands up her head. I don't know if she thought there was not a lot of time left or what, but she left it well short, and she comes off. Mike Bozer telling her, hey, it's all right, put it behind you. And inbound by Jackson, full court press in effect, led by Mathill and Vosica. Long pass is going to clear it to Rommel, who'll look to set things up as we tick under 25 seconds left. And we're going to get a whistle on the floor. It's going to be a foul against Riverton. They were trying to trap, got a little too handsy with it, and got called for a hold. This one is going to be Timbery Mathill's second. It'll be team third.
Yeah, not the worst time to get a foul called on you. 23 seconds left in the quarter. You can't take it with you, so.
Not the right person to get fouled, to get the foul called.
Exactly.
You'd probably much rather have been Van Vliet's first one or whatnot. Mathill now going to have to watch it to start the third quarter. They get to Fowler. Fowler for three, no good. Rebound is by Mathill. Mathill to Leesburg with 5 seconds left. Long pass to Vosica with 3 seconds left, and she's going to walk. I don't know if she was thinking about shooting. That's one thing. She does not like the distance shot. And with 1.8, she probably should have just launched it. I mean, no harm, no foul if you don't make it.
Yeah, at that point, you got to kind of go on the instinct, score.
But trying to find Taylor or Leesburg are a little more comfortable with it. Dribble, fires a three at the horn by Zoe Green is no good, and that will take us to halftime. Whew. So what was 16-2 is now 20-17. Riverton still leads, but it is one possession. When we return, it'll be time for the Ranger halftime show here on 939 KTAK and Wire Today.
The grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at HeinzGeneralStore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store says good luck to all Fremont County teams. Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming!
Midway operates our 4 showrooms as one location,
giving you by far the biggest selection of inventory in the region. Midway has the best buying experience before and after the sale. Our team members have more experience and knowledge to better serve you. Midway's success is based on hard work. Our team members give 110% to make sure you have a fast, enjoyable experience. We have what you need. At Midway, you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together, from Friday night lights to weekend tournaments. They're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
On this. No. And welcome back to the Ranger Halftime Show. Your score, 20-17. At the end of the first, it was 16-2 Riverton as they went on a 16-0 run after Jackson scored first. Then just flipped the script, 15-4 run in the second by Jackson. And here we are. As we look at the Ranger Printer stat book, only 2 people have scored for Jackson. Ari Fowler, their leading scorer, who averages just under 12, already has 12, all from the three-point line. And then Zoe Green, the freshman, has 5, 2 field goals and a free throw. For Riverton, a little bit more balance across everything. Carson Vosica leads scoring with 8. Right behind her is Taylor Leesburg with 6. Timbry Mathill with 4. And Lexi Taylor with 2. Turnover-wise, Riverton's turned the ball over 9 times. Jackson Hole, 14 times. Only bit of foul trouble to look at is Timbry Mathill with 2. And we've got about 4 minutes. We're going to pay some bills, and I'm going to remind on the week, we're going to pay some bills. I'm going to remind Marshall, who's sitting next to me, that that's my line.
because he used it thermal. I'm listening to thermal. We're going to step away here in the pregame show and pay some bills. And I'm like, wait, what? What? I guess imitation is a serious form of flattery.
I learned from the best, you know.
Everybody roll the pants legs up even at home because it's going to ooze out there too. So we're going to take a break. They're having some halftime entertainment of our rec, playing some basketball. For some reason, I think, I know, whoa, from downtown. There are more than 10 players out there.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, there's 6 per side, actually. So, but they're having a good time. So are we. We'll be right back with third quarter here on Why Today 939 KTAK.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back to a Wolverine Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Riverton High School. Third quarter about to get underway, and let's see what Riverton has in store. Coach Bozeman wants the first quarter, not the second. So tail of 2 quarters, and that's why we're one possession game. It'll start out with Jackson. They will start with Fowler, Green, Block, Holland, Rommel and Holland. Their starters, and they're going to, kind of start off like they did the first quarter by throwing a turnover. That'll be their 15th of the game, so let's get that done. And then for Riverton, of course, it'll be Leesburg, Vosika, Gordon, Taylor, and Timmery Mathill. Out to Leesburg in the corner for a 3, no good. Rebound by Jackson.
We're watching this press, and as they get this turned up, they force another turnover. Riverton gets down.
Looking for Vosika. Stolen away by Rommel. It'll be the 10th turnover of the day, and taken right back by Carson Vosika, put up and in. So that was a little bit of chaos. Vosika now with 10, and into the front court. The trap is going to force Block to travel. So, okay. Reset here. Now they're at 18 turnovers, 7:03 to play in the half, and Coach Bingham's like, wait, we got to talk about this. Probably going to be a 30-second. It is. We'll take it with them. It's their first time out of the game. We'll be right back here on 93.9 KTAK.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
And welcome back, 93.9 KTAK. Everybody say hi, Max, as he's right there.
We're coming out of the timeout after a wild 57 seconds to start the third quarter. So everybody's looking to see if they can settle it down coming out of that break.
Inbound by Vosika to Leesburg. Into the front court. Going to go from Mathill to Taylor. Taylor looking to drive in, and she's going to lose control of it. Out of bounds off her knee. It'll be the 11th turnover of the day.
She had
for Riverton. Max, you're famous. Having a little fun with AD Max Mills. He's done a great job, as they did previously. And Robert Stover now walking up here, taking pictures for the Ranger tonight. Stolen away by Riverton. This is like what the first 2 minutes were like, Marshall. Into Vosika.
Yes.
Puts it up short. Rebound is going to be by Jackson. I think they may get Carson or Aspen. They're going to get Carson Vosika with the foul. That'll be her first. Team first. The lay there, I'm trying to figure out where I missed a foul on somebody. Well, I thought Timbry had 2. And I just realized I'm way off on the clock, so.
Fowler has the ball, kicks it around to Rommel. Rommel inside, kicks it back out to Fowler. Wide open.
3, no good.
No good.
Rebound is by Holland, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Zoe Green, back to Holland. Hey, that's a walk, but they didn't call it, but she's going to throw it right to Lexi Taylor anyway. 20 turnovers now on the day against Jackson. Leesburg quickly into the front court as we go under 5:50 to play in the third.
Just watched Rommel just obliterate a pick there and keep the defense going with Block.
Leesburg to Gordon. Gordon going to drive towards the high block. The elbow out to Leesburg in the far corners. Riverton now going right to left on your radio dial. Leesburg drives in. Floater on the way. No good. Rebound by Vosika. Up and good. Vosika has 2 quick ones to start at the second, and the lead is out to 7.
Yeah, Vosika was able to get a good look on that. Went untouched to the offensive rebound and the putback.
Fowler threw it up to Block. She had someone wide open underneath in Holland. They're going to swing around to Rommel. 3 on the way, good. And for a team that cannot shoot threes very well, they've had themselves a bit of a day. 24-20. Into the front court quickly from Mathill to Vosika. Vosika from 15 leaves it short. Ball on the ground, and I think we're going to get a foul or a walk. We're going to get a foul. This one against 23. That'll be Timmery Mathill.
And that's
That'll
her
be
third.
her third, and that's what I said about her second earlier.
Yep.
Not what you really want to have. Second team foul comes with 4:52 to play, and Kimber Mathill will check in. Most likely, for her sister, who now has 3 fouls with a little over a quarter and a half left here in regulation. Inbound to Fowler. Fowler to block. And stepping in front of it is Carson Vosica. She's going to be able to go coast to coast and now has 6 quick ones in the quarter and has 14 overall, 26-20 Riverton. And throwing it, looking for Rommel. They're going to throw it through her hands and out of bounds with 4:30 to play in the third. It's turnover number 21 now against Jackson.
Way too much heat on that pass. She had a nice look, had a good opportunity to get it to her, but when you throw it that hard, that close, it's going to be almost impossible for anybody to grab that thing.
Leesburg dribbles over midcourt, goes to the right wing, up to the top of the key for Taylor. Taylor off a screen by Vosica, looking for the screen and roll. It wasn't there. Taylor throws it anyway, but also puts too much underneath it. It'll go out of bounds, and turnover number 12 against the Riverton Lady Wolverines. Taylor will come out now for Taryn Weber, who is seeing her first action of the second half. Long pass looking inside, and it's going to go out of bounds. Let's see, they're going to say Jackson last touch. Jackson playing completely unfocused and a little bit. The weird part is I don't want to say out of character because this is about where they're at for turnovers.
But very erratic is in what they've been doing.
So referee wants to have a bit of a chat with a Jackson player and maybe even Aspen Gordon as a side. It's Strickland who just checked in. Evidently she was getting a little too physical before the ball was even inbounded.
I'm going to be careful getting physical down there with Aspen Gordon.
With Gordon, Taylor, or either of the Mathill sisters, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Weber looking underneath, and she traveled, but they don't call it. And we're going to get a foul on Aspen Gordon. Looked like a tie-up. No, it's going to be against Vosica. Aspen Gordon looked absolutely incredulous. Like, wait, me? And I'll tell you one thing. Aspen Gordon and Timber Mathill react to a foul. I don't care if they didn't touch them or if they floored them. They act with cold disdain.
Yeah.
Like they just walk off like, okay. So when Aspen Gordon looks incredulous like that, as Jackson goes into the middle and Weber hacks, absolutely hacks Zoe Green.
If Green is going to get points on this one, it's going to be because she earns them at the free throw line. Weber was not giving her an easy look at the basket.
Team third. It'll be the second against Taryn, and it will send Zoe Green, the freshman, to the free throw line. Again, as a team, 49%. So they're not great at it. In fact, Jackson Zoe Green on the season is 49%, which is exactly the team average as well. Misses the first one. Hits the second. So about where you'd expect of right at 50% free throw shooter to be.
1 of 2.
Holland coming back in for Strickland. And Jackson's looking to full court press. Vosica will look to inbound. Gets into Kimber Mathill. Mathill back to Vosica. Vosica over midcourt, dribbling to the right. Now looks like she wants to go in the paint. Double teamed out to Taylon Leesburg.
So they went for a press, and then they really didn't press it.
To Mathill, 17-footer, no good. Rebound by Vosica. She puts it up, leaves it short, but she is fouled with 3:22 to play here. It'll be the first team foul against Jackson, and I had the wrong foul. So it's 4 now against Riverton. Foul is going to be against Fowler. It's her second. Vosica going to line to shoot 2. Vosica now 3 for 3 on the day from the free throw line.
Very nice.
As she hits the first and extends the lead out to 27-21.
Yeah, Fowler was dumbfounded that by hitting her, she would go to the line. As she walked away, just shocked, they called a foul.
They're 26 minutes late on Wyoming Indian with the senior nights going on. Vosica now 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Looking like a potential career day for her as she now has 16 already. She has gotten over 20 at least once that I know of. Ari Fowler with it looking for Rommel, and she's going to throw it out of bounds. And I'm running out of room to mark turnovers here. for them. We'll just start another. Oh, no.
They're going to say that
Riverton
touched it last.
Well, we'll leave it there. I can guarantee Jackson has not turned the ball over for the last time tonight. So inbound is by Zoe Green. She gets it back. She wants a three from the corner. No good. Rebound is by Jackson. Nobody boxed anybody out on Riverton there.
Nope.
And they'll get it out to Fowler. Fowler driving into the paint. Nice pass. Puts it up and good by, trying to see a number, by Zoe Green, the freshman.
Yeah, that pass from Fowler to Green has been there most of the night, and they've been able to use it effectively. Riverton now trying to do the same thing.
Up and good. Vosica now with 18. She has 10 just in this quarter. 2:35 to play in the quarter, 29-23. They go to Zoe Green on the wing, looking underneath for Chapman, and it's going to be deflected out of bounds by the Lady Wolverines. So we've got Weber, the Mathill sisters, Vosica, and Leesburg. A little bit of a smaller lineup for Riverton here. And as soon as I say that, Aspen Gordon gets off the bench. Most likely, I'm guessing Kimber? Nope, Taryn Weber is who she's going to come in for.
You know, Weber played with a lot of energy on that exchange there, was able to stay involved, make some things happen. So now Bronx are back at it.
Inbound is to Chapman, and it's going to go underneath, and we're going to get a possession arrow. Should favor Riverton, and it does. So with 2:21 to play here in the quarter, Riverton up by seven, and a chance to extend that lead further.
You know, Riverton has been able to make a couple of good passes to the inside. Let's see if they continue to use that as their offensive work here.
Leesburg to Kimber Mathill in the corner for Vosica. Vosica dribbling up to the wing, picks it up, gets it to Gordon. Gordon drives into the paint, out to Kimber Mathill. Mathill to the elbow. Now she's stuck, needs a little help. Big Sis comes to the rescue. To Leesburg on the left wing. Leesburg off the Mathill screen. They switch on it. Dishes out to Gordon. Over to Leesburg. Leesburg wide open for three, no good. Rebound fought for and won by Jackson, but it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Riverton. And somehow I forgot to hit the space bar at the right time, so we'll get it right here. Some substitution going on, so it gives us a chance to get the clock right. See, Weber coming back in, this time for Vosica. Leesburg also coming out as Lexi Taylor will return. To Holland to break the 10 count. Now to Fowler over in the corner for Rommel. And yeah, Weber, they're going to get you. Little bit too violent with the hands.
She knocked it away nice and clean, but then she kept trying to get to know her a little better.
Three fouls now against Weber. It will send Rommel to the line as they are in the bonus as Riverton goes over number 5. Rommel on the season is trying to find her, hits the first one. Rommel on the season is a 71% free throw shooter. I didn't mention her earlier because she's only shot 7 of them all year. Rommel hits the first one and hits the second one. She now has 5 on the day and 5 in the quarter.
Yeah, they probably don't need to foul her again this quarter. We don't want her going back to the line if you're Riverton.
Taylor now cross court over to Timbry Mathill up top for her sister Kimber. Back to Timbry. In the left corner, dribbles to the wing, a little up and under Aspen Gordon, and she is fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Aspen Gordon on the day, scoreless.
Yeah, she was able to get good positioning, go up, draw the contact, and even though she wasn't able to get it in, she definitely gets an opportunity here from the charity stripe to add back to the lead.
Fouls against Strickland, it's her second. Team second of the quarter. Gordon's first free throw on the way. Left short off the front iron. On the season, Aspen Gordon only a 56% free throw shooter. Five-point lead, 30-25, minute 08 left in the third. Second one up and good. Extends it out to the full 2 possessions. 6-point lead for Riverton. Long pass up looking for Zoe Green. Zoe Green gets it back to Fowler on the wing. Fowler dribbles, now cross over to Rommel. Rommel for 3. May have been partially blocked and trying to save it is Mel Green. She is unable to. It'll be Riverton basketball. I don't think she needed to save it. I think it was deflected.
Looked like it was deflected.
It is off of Riverton with 53.4 left. Inbound is to Taylor. Taylor bringing up over center court. Goes to the right for Gordon on the wing. Gordon looking to drive in. Little dash to Timbery Mathill, but Mathill gets stuck. Gets it back to Gordon. Out to Taylor on the right wing. Taylor drives in. Shoots from 17, and she is fouled in the process of shooting. Taylor will go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be the third team foul against Jackson. Foul will be against Fowler. That's her third. So she'll want to watch early in the fourth, obviously.
Absolutely. She has been caught a couple of times on shooting fouls, getting just a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Taylor's first one, no good. She's a 50% free throw shooter. Marshall, she was in the 70s, and I'm kind of coming. She just didn't go to the line a whole lot. She shot like 17 total for someone who plays in the post like she does.
Yeah.
And then it just cratered. Her percentage did the past 2 weeks. So she makes the second one, extends the lead out to 7. Long pass up to Green again. Green looking to go baseline, cut off by Weber. Gets it to Strickland. Strickland at the paint, out to Fowler for 3. Good.
Fowler has had a good, clean look. He gets her 5th three-pointer.
To Mathill. Mathill wide open from 17. Good. And usually a little bit out of her comfort zone there for Mathill. But as we hit 7 seconds left, 5 seconds, Rommel with not the shot that was really needed at the time. I think she didn't realize she had as much time. So Riverton will have the ball. If they score here, I won't threaten to do a cartwheel or anything. Taylor, yep, well short. And that will do it for the quarter. At the end of 3, 34-28. When we return, it'll be time for the fourth quarter here on 939 KTNK.
Your Tax Pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
And we're back. I have not reset everything. So we'll get reset here. Reset the fouls, take the bonus off. It should be Jackson basketball, and it will be to start the fourth here. Riverton led with all exceptions the whole game, with the exception of 2-0.
Yeah.
And 2-2. But Jackson has made it a game in part because Ari Fowler cannot seemingly miss from 3 tonight. Inbound is to Strickland, who will start off. It will be Strickland, Holland, trying to lay eyes on this. Rommel, who has it now, wide open for 3. Good.
That's good.
No doubt I'll see Ari Fowler, I would think, out here. And Zoe Green.
She's out there.
Yeah, so it'll be Fowler and Zoe Green. For Riverton, it will be Vosika, who will start out. Aspen, Gordon, Leesburg, Taylor, who has it now on the left wing, and Timbery Mathill. So starters for everybody. 3-point game. Vosika drives in the paint. They never stop the ball, but she cannot hit it. And she's not only going to go over the back there for a rebound, she's going to go through a back. It'll be a foul against Carson Vosika. And now you got a little bit of a worry. She has 18 of the 34, so over half the points. And she does have 3 fouls.
Yeah, you know, we're looking at a 3-point game. They're working to press hard because that's what's worked for them. But by continuing to press, they put themselves in a situation where some of their strongest scorers could end up in some serious foul trouble here late. It's a balancing act that Riverton's going to have to play as this continues.
Vosika deflected out of bounds. Now they're going to swing it over to Rommel. She's going to drive in, shoot from 15, no good. And on the rebound, it looks like they're going to get blocked. No, not blocked.
No.
Zoe Green, potentially.
No, Fowler. They're calling over the back on Fowler.
That's her fourth. So did not see that one. So Fowler, let's be honest, their only real scorer tonight, besides Zoe Green, she has 15 on the night. She has 4 fouls. So let's see. It does look like Chapman's getting ready to come in. Is she coming in to get her? As Riverton tries to go to Vosika in the corner, and they throw it away. Goes through, well, I shouldn't say they throw it away. It goes through Vosika's hands. Be 13th turnover of the day against Riverton. Inbound is to Fowler, so they're going to let her ride with 4. Under the guys that they're down right now, probably they don't think they can come back without her. Feeding underneath for Strickland, and Gordon's going to get the rebound, and we're going to get a tie-up. It will be possession arrow. It will remain. It should go over to Riverton, actually. Why are they? Oh, wait a second. So we've got referee coming over here. I've got.
Discussing the possession arrow situation. It should be Riverton's ball. But you notice it was in
theory.
It was in the mix
Yeah,
of that
there we
tie-up
go.
there, though, was still Fowler. She's not pulling anything back. She's still digging it out.
So we'll go over to Riverton. They had it right on the possession arrow, just the referee, the initial call was wrong. Inbound is to Leesburg. Man-to-man defense by Jackson with 6:26 to play. In regulation, Taylor to Gordon.
Jackson's
Gordon
playing good man-to-man defense on Gordon there.
Getting fronted well away from the basket to Mathill, goes to the elbow, picks it up, gets it to Leesburg on the right wing. Leesburg looking inside, now goes top of the key for Timbery Mathill. Mathill off the screen by Vosika. Actually, the pick and roll was there for a second. Mathill tries to hand it to Leesburg, and not where he wanted to do it. It would be a 14th turnover of the day as the man-to-man was just trailing it, and now we have chaos. It went off the knee, and they're going to say a jump ball. Okay. I didn't see Jackson ever get tied up. I saw them rolling around with it, which technically would be a walk.
I saw 2 Jackson players tied up with it. I'm not sure how that becomes a jump ball with Riverton, but, you know.
Inbound by Jackson to Fowler. Fowler off a screen, and she walked. She ran in. Good job by Aspen Gordon to keep her position. You know, you typically want to see somebody fall down to draw a charge. I'm sorry, Ari, you're not knocking Aspen down.
No.
Just not going to happen. I've seen her break things, bones in soccer, and come back the next day. Just not going to happen.
Well, Fowler,
so she got the walk instead.
Fowler's out of the game. It's just favoring her face. Looks like she might have taken a shot to her nose as well. So she's off the court at the moment.
Well, with 4 fouls, kind of would want to rest her anyway because it is. You do have, it's only a 3-point game, and we're 5:29 and Riverton possession. They're going to call their 3rd time out of the game. 5:29 to play, Riverton by 3 here on 939 KTAK.
Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together, from Friday night lights to weekend tournaments. They're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports locals.
All right, we want to thank the
welcome
Golden Buffalo. We want to thank the Golden Buffalo for being a great supporter of Fremont County sports as we come out of this timeout with an inbounds from Riverton.
Vosika inbounds to Leesburg. Leesburg dribbles back into the front court, going to her right for Aspen Gordon. Gordon on the wing, looking for Timbery Mathill, and anticipating it is Chapman. And good job by Aspen to run her down. causes it to go out of bounds. It'll stay with Jackson, but no fast break opportunity.
Absolutely.
With 5:16 to play here in regulation.
Yeah, make them set it up. Don't let them get free on it.
Inbound to Rommel on the right side. Hands it to Block. Block harassed by Mathil. Gets it to Green. Back to Block. Long bounce pass for Green. Over the corner for Holland. Holland from 15. No good. Rebound by Vosica, but taken away by Chapman. And then it's going to be chaos. Last touch by Vosica. They'll go out of bounds with 4:56 to play. And here comes Fowler back. She'll come in for Rommel.
Yeah, she was out for about a minute, and now she's back on the court. We'll see where that takes us.
Inbound to Holland, kicks out for Green for 3, no good, and nobody box out Block, who gets the rebound. She misses, they get it inside for Chapman. She puts it up, no good. With 4:47 though, she is fouled, and it's gonna be against Carson Vosica. That's her 4th. Team second, so the 2 leading scorers for one for each team in serious trouble. Chapman, no points on the day and misses the first one. And I can already tell you she doesn't have any stats. Oh, she does. How did I miss that? She is 20% now less from the free throw line as she misses the first.
It's tough being a post player shooting 20% from the free throw line.
Second one on the way, good. Because Marshall jinxed it.
I jinxed it.
Inbound is to Leesburg. 34-32 as we approach 4:40 to play in regulation. Taylor to Weber, who's checked in. Underneath for Mathil, puts it up good. Beautiful passing by the by the Wolverines. And they get inside to Mathil, who now has 8. Holland to Green to break the timeline. Not to Green, to Block. Then to Green, back to Block, up top for Holland. Looking underneath, they left her all alone on the defensive rotation. She misses. Weber goes up for it. They go to the ground, and they finally whistle it dead, and it will be possession arrow for the Riverton Wolverines. Or, as I've now coined them, the Riverines.
The Riverines are out there.
Like a bad Russian version of X-Men.
Oh, my gosh.
Inbound to Leesburg. Riverton up 36-32 as we approach 4 minutes to play. Leesburg into the front court, thought about passing it, now does to Taylor. Taylor almost lost it. She took her eye off of it for a second. It was a good pass. Hands it to Weber. Weber back to Taylor, who's now on the left, near side. A little bit of a weave going on, nothing towards the basket, and Leesburg trying to save it from going over half court in a violation, throws it away. Turnover number 15, and Ari Fowler, you can tell, defensive, offensive substitutions, kind of what Riverton may be doing with Vosica here. We'll see how that goes here. 3:44 left. Mathil guarding the intended inbounder of Ari Fowler. Now she'll switch. They're going to look for the trap. Just need to make sure those defensive rotations are there. Into the middle for Chapman. She puts up, partially blocked by Gordon. Draws front end, and Weber gets tied up on the rebound. And possession arrow will favor Jackson Hole with 3:33 to go. And here comes Vosica. She'll come in for Taylor. If you're just joining us, both the leading scorers, Ari Fowler, who has 15, Carson Vosica, who has 18, both with 4 fouls here in the 4th.
That was incredibly close to a 5-second violation.
To Fowler for a pro-level 3, no good. Tracked down by Vosica. Vosica to Leesburg. Now, I want to see them get out of this weave type thing and actually move towards it. Looks like he wants to run the offense. Vosica to Weber. Weber missing from point blank. Gordon with the rebound. Up, no good, but she is fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2, where she is 1 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, 4-point lead. 3:04 left here in the 4th quarter.
Foul is against Chapman, her first, team second. Gordon, a sub 50% free throw shooter, hits the first one. Clutched by the senior to extend the lead out to 5, as we will see Strickland return for Jackson. So it's also, Marshall, going to be a little bit of a chess match with your two leading scorers with 4 fouls. It's going to be interesting how they play. Right now, Bosner want to let Vosika play a little more defense. Fowler, for the most part, has been offensive and defensive substitutions here lately. Second one, no good. Rebound is by Jackson, and on a little bit maybe of a frustration foul by Gordon. She's going to get called for a second. I finally found the foul I was missing earlier.
She was just trying to give her a hug.
Yeah.
And the official there just, wanted to make sure that that wasn't okay there. Too much PDA.
13 foul. Comes with 3 minutes to play. Vosika trying to step in front of it. Now they have numbers. And Taryn Weber steps in front of it, diving for it. We have a little bit of chaos. Jackson Hole comes away with it. Now the trap to Holland, to Rommel in the corner for 3. Leaves it short, does hit rim. And there was someone next door who thought it was good, sitting next to us, who was like all excited, then realized it missed. It didn't go through the rim. It went under the rim. And in the ensuing rebound, it goes out of bounds. It'll be Riverton basketball. Inbound to Leesburg, then to Vosika.
So they're trying to play a little bit of a press there, but it's kind of hard to do that because Fowler can't press anybody.
Vosika wanted to pass. Nobody there, turns and puts it up. She now has 20, and the lead is 7. 39-32, 223, 222 to play here. Riverton, 7-point lead, looking to trap as Holland brings in the front court. They get it to Rommel. They're looking to trap everywhere now. Holland, Vosika, almost got to believe Fowler open, and they pay for it. They now have 18. Timeout on the floor with 2:07 to go. 4-point game. Yeah, it's kind of time or place. Vosika's got to know you can't leave her open. So with 2:07, 39-35, we'll be right back in 1 minute here on Wild Today at 939 KTAK.
The Sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
And we are back here coming out of the timeout. 2:07 remaining here in the fourth period. Kevin Shields, Marshall Whitaker, 39-34. Wolverines over the Lady Bronx. Wolverines with the ball on the inbounds.
I don't know why Mathilde started sprinting down like it was going to be a baseball pass. I don't think Bosner's going to let them do that. But they look for the break, and they had it. And realistically, 4-point lead, you might have peeled off a little bit. I like the aggression by Taryn Weber there. And you see Coach Bosner with his hand and steadying it down, telling her to calm down. Just relax. You now got to play defense here. Minute 52 left, and the Riverton trap is going to force a possession arrow. And I had the possession arrow on the wrong team. So we'll leave it on Riverton. It'll be Riverton next one. Or maybe it is this one.
They're talking it through.
It is.
It is Riverton's ball.
I was right. The PA is right. The same official got it wrong earlier is wrong with it. So if you're tuning in because you're waiting for Wyoming Indian, they've just now gone live on the radio. 15 minutes late. A lot of seniors, but we always enjoy recognizing them. And now referees are chatting again. Coach Bosner using that. They're still taking photos, actually, of all the seniors at Wyoming Indians. Cody's,
oh, my goodness.
He's not going ads. He's not going live yet. So you're going to be able to watch our entire girls game, our boys game, and probably catch part of the girls game from Wyoming Indians. So we love that. Lots of basketball here. Of course, Lander and Thermop both on the air tomorrow. And then we'll be right back with you in Afton, along with Lander playing somebody on Saturday. I just forgot who.
And I will not be calling any of those games.
Be sure you're going to Afton with us. So they finally decide it is Riverton basketball. And Weber is going to walk again. So you do wonder there is, and immediately Kimber Mathil getting up. That is only a little bit surprising to me because I would say that Weber right now, minute 47 left, tight game. It might be a little bit of nerves, a little bit inexperience, and who are they not playing? Lexi Taylor, of course, the starter who's out of the game at the moment. They get Rommel. And she's going to drop the ball. No, she's going to walk and drop the ball. So the press works again, causing a turnover. And that is number 25.
The Bronx are going to bring lots of pressure. Riverton's going to call timeout, it looks like.
It is Riverton. They will have one left. Minute 40 left. 4-point game, 39-35 here on Why Today and 93.9 KTAK.
Sweets Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this...
Oh, I hit the button.
All right, so we're back. Long pass looking for Leesburg, intercepted by Jackson, and we're down the ground. We're going to get a possession here. It'll be Jackson, and the coach got it. I mean, I understand. Oh, that's exactly what I thought. The ref's smiling, but he's saying, "Okay, no, you get one, you get one," because the possession error was correct. There was no controversy really there. That's backcourt.
That's backcourt,
and as they try to bring it over. I don't like if you've got a clear path, which Fowler did. She picked up the dribble right as she crossed and threw it to Fowler, our Chapman, who was straddling it, and that is a backcourt violation with 1:29 left and a 4-point possession. And with it being 4 points, we're going to be here a while for the girls' game because I have a feeling fouls are coming. Inbound is to Leesburg. They will look to probably trap. They will want Vosica. And now you see the Jackson coach yelling, foul, 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 as Kimber Mathill touches it. She picks up her dribble, and she is going to, nope. So with 1:16, I was going to say going to hit 5 seconds. Coach Bosner going to use his last timeout. As Chris Weber knows from Michigan, North Carolina, maybe not a lot of people know that, timeouts without any, if someone calls timeout the rest of the way, it's a technical foul.
That's right.
It's a full timeout. We'll take it with 1:16 left, 39-35, Riverton.
Drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Inbound is to Timbry Mathill, get it to Vosica. We're just talking off air. Vosica, Leesburg, maybe Mathill's who I want to hold it. Vosica dribbles over, makes a move towards the basket to break the 5-second. Now coming back left, and that's who Bosner wants to have it, you can tell. And now they go to Kimber Mathill. Mathill in the corner, has to watch out for the trap, dribbles out of it, and she is going to get fouled. And quite honestly, if you are Jackson, that's who you want to foul. Kimber Mathill seeing more action with Tyra Hurt, of course. And on the season, Kimber Mathill is a 25% free throw shooter. Of course, it won't get to that right now. Only the third team foul against Jackson. I expect to see quite a few here in the next couple of seconds. Foul, by the way, was against Strickland. That's her third. Leesburg gets on the inbound, out to Kimber Mathill, now out to Timbry Mathill, and to Vosika. 42 seconds left. They've got a foul, and they finally do. It'll be Strickland. And I'm kind of shocked, Marshall, that we didn't see Coach Bingham jumping up and down saying foul, foul, foul.
Yeah, I was looking at that. The other side of that is they played close to Fowler, who doesn't have a foul to give. And as a result of that, if they stay close to her and she ends up committing the foul, she's going out of the game.
So it is a bonus situation now for Riverton on the next foul. As soon as Leesburg comes over, they can't be picky with 32 and down by 2 possessions. Leesburg, though, dribbles herself into the corner. No timeouts left. Gets it to Timbry Mathill. Timbry Mathill trying to get out to Vosika. Does. And I'm confused. And finally, Holland's going to track him down. I'm sorry. I hate to question coaching at all. I really do.
Sure.
But you can't be picky when you're down 2 possessions. I understand they did not want to foul Leesburg. They didn't really want to foul Vosika either, but
they fouled Vosika 24 seconds later.
Yeah, and you're going to have to.
Yeah, you've lost 2 possessions by not going to the foul early in that situation.
Foul was against Holland. Vosika going to the line. I get it. She's 4 for 4 on the day, but she is only a high 60% free throw shooter. So theoretically, she might be due to miss. She doesn't miss the first one. Gets out to 5. Especially, Marshall, when you consider the free throws, man, they can only take it to 6. So 2 threes, granted, or get a quick 2 because Riverton not going to look to foul.
No, absolutely not.
So, I mean, there's some questionable time management. And she finally misses one, but Kimber Mathill with the offensive board, and they're finally going to foul her with just under 6, right at 16 seconds left. Foul is going to be against Strickland. She has fouled out.
So it is 40-35 here in the 4th period, 16 seconds remaining. Mathill going to the line to shoot 2 in the bonus.
Kimber Mathill, as we said, only 25%. She's only shot 4. So I was surprised earlier when she touched it that they didn't foul her immediately. And that's no rip on her. I would foul Aspen Gordon immediately. On the floor, I would foul also Timbry Mathill, who's gotten better over the year. And then once you're under a minute, I'd have fouled anybody
in a white jersey. Absolutely.
Mathill. First one, I don't know why they were acting like they were going to come in on a 1-and-1. And Kimber Mathill showing there is ice in those veins. Hits the first one. Her second made free throw of the year.
There you go.
She only shot now 5, so she's 40%. She immediately took it up 15%. Second one on the way, no good. Rebound by Aspen Gordon. Gordon out to Timbry Mathill, and they may just peel off here as we're under 10 seconds. No, they're not. They're going to foul Leesburg, the one who they kind of didn't want to foul the whole time. But
and now the coach is looking and wanting to know, what are we doing? Why are we fouling her now?
Why at this point? Just bad box out by Jackson on both of them, and good job by Kimber Mathill in the first, Gordon on the second. Leesburg with 6 points is going to the line to shoot free throws for the first time today. Her first one is up and well short, just off the front iron. Taylor Leesburg, now you know why I said foul, but she is 71% on the season. We'll see if she can get the second one. But at that point, Marshall, you could trade 2 for 1.
Right.
She misses the second, and they're finally going to get a rebound with 7.8 left. And unfortunately for Riverton, there's going to be a foul. The only good part is they had 1 to give.
Now that foul's on number 2.
That's Vosika. She will foul out. This may be the first time she's ever fouled out, Marshall.
Well,
she finishes with 21, which I think matches a career high. I'm not 100% sure.
Now she played like a beast tonight.
Yes,
she earned those fouls.
Holland into the front court. Long 3 on the way. It'll bounce out of bounds with... And how I got that much time left, I think it reset it. I hit reset by accident. So we'll just let that, we'll go way down, and that's it. Your final score, we'll be right at 41-35. We'll be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on WYO Today, 939 KTAK.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on Wire Today. Your final, 41-35. Lady Wolverines are victorious. That will take them to 6-15 overall. For Jackson Holes, we look at the Ranger Prayer scorebook. They're led by Fowler's. Shock. Their league scorer, who usually averages just under 12, finishes with 18. Every single one of them from the three-point line. Zoe Green, the freshman, and it finishes with 8. Rommel finishes with 8, and Chapman with 1. For Riverton, leading all scorers, and our Papa Murphy's player of the game, it is Carson Vosica, who finishes with 21, fouling out with under a minute to play. Congratulations to her. Of course, I always kind of take the good sport Gatorade thing and make it also great effort. That is going to go to senior Tembry Mathill, who finishes above her average with 8.
Yeah, so she played really good ball this game, and she definitely showed a lot of heart, a lot of capacity to get out there and, really demonstrate in the midst of a gap, a talent loss with an injury that, she can step up and fill some of the gap that exists there.
Well, Tembry's a starter all year.
Yeah.
Tembry, best defender on the team. She did that tonight, finishes with 8. Taylor Leesburg finishes with 6. Hit those 2 early threes and then kind of went quiet. This team to compete with Star Valley, to beat Evanston, is going to need to see her score. They're just going to have to. Just simple fact of life, really. Lexi Taylor finishes with 3. Aspen Gordon finishes with 2. And Kimber Mathill finishes with 1. And not to downplay, I want to upplay the 1, actually, not downplay it. At the time, a critical free throw to extend the lead out to 6.
Yep.
Right at a full 2 possessions. So congratulations to the Riverton Lady Wolverines. Absolutely had to get it. Jumped out to a 16.2 lead, and then credit the Lady Bronx. They didn't give up. They came back on a 15-4 run, and then it was kind of that 6-7, get as much as 7, then get back down to 4-3. But credit Riverton in a time where any one possession, you could see a little mental break. Riverton never did. And credit Jackson, they didn't break either. Really until, to me, the final minute and a half where, the coach is like, That said, he's a calmer coach. Mike Mosner would have been halfway on the court.
No doubt.
So they really needed a foul. They didn't. And that's where we're at. Riverton probably wins anyway, but the Lady Bronx did not give themselves the best chance. So we're going to go right into the Hampton Suites pregame show when we return on 939 KTAK.
Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. It's going to be Jackson, as I'm the Bronx, versus the Riverton Wolverines boys taking center stage. Changing things up on the scoreboard here, getting the relevant records and whatnot. Of course, Riverton comes in at 7-13 overall and on a bit of a losing streak. In fact, the last time they won, Marshall, was at Jackson.
So we were there listening to that game. That was a little bit of a yeah, you had my son with you. That was a little bit of a battle. It got kind of physical early and stayed physical all the way through. Kind of a mixture of rugby and basketball. We'll see what happens tonight here on Riverton's home floor and see if they play that kind of physical style of basketball again between the two teams, as Jackson's going to have to do something to keep Riverton contained, or it's going to look very similar to the game from a couple of weeks ago.
Well, my headline for the Ranger and Lander Journal sports sections was girls fall because they lost that game. Boys win a brawl.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what it was. An absolute brawl, low scoring, 42-36 between two teams that want to play physical. Now, here's the interesting part. Their season 6 kind of mirror each other. Jackson, of course, comes into this game at 1-16. They won one game on the year, and when you look at Jackson, leading all scorers is going to be Ryder Chapman, and then right behind him is Ethan Hoffman, and then after that it falls drastically with Cooper Kinsler, Charlie Allen, both just slightly over 4. But when you look at them since that game, that very physical brawl, 42-36, they lost to Teton, Idaho by 30. They lost by 36 to Star Valley. They lost by 47 to Green River. Wow. They lost by 18 to Rock Springs. They lost by 12 to Evanston. They lost by 32 to Natrona. And they lost 83-27 to Kelly Walsh.
Wow.
So every game since then has been a double-digit, quite frankly, a blowout. So, of course, they know they can play with Riverton. They know they can do it. This is a chance for them to kind of right the ship. Record, throw it out. They are going to be, most likely, barring 3 games in a row, they are going to be the last place team. They're going to be a 4 seed in the regionals for 4A West. So just how it is. For Riverton, of course, they come in averaging, being led by Eric Smith with just over 12. And then it kind of drops off, but a whole cornucopia of guys. You got Garrett Jackson with 9, Gage Streber right below 9, Clay Sheets right below 8. River White Plymouth, of course, is out for the season with a PCL tear, was at 5. Bo Anderson just under 6. A lot of guys can do it. For Riverton, it's play your game. If the refs will allow the physicality, both these teams love it. I like Riverton in a close contest if that is the case, but Riverton has got to find a way to play 4 full quarters because that's what allowed Jackson to be in it. That is your Ranger keys to the game. We will be right back with the Arapahoe first starting lineup as we're 30 seconds from 10 here on Wild Today 939 KTAK.
Visit Lander Gamble Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. It is time for the Arapahoe First starting lineups. We will start first with the Jackson Broncs. It will be number four, a name familiar to everybody here in Fremont County as he played last year. I called him during football season for Du Bois. It'll be number 4, a junior, Cooper Kinsler. Number 21, a sophomore, Charlie Allen. Number 25, a junior, Maxwell White. Number 31, a sophomore, Ryder Chapman. And number 33, a junior, Ethan Hoffman. They're led by Coach Matt Elliott. One thing you say about them is they're young.
They are young.
That they are. But that doesn't. I once heard a guy talk about Notre Dame's offensive lineman. Everybody comes back. He's like, that's not a good thing. So we'll see. But they are young. They can develop. They've shown some sparks, specifically against Riverton. For your coach, Bo Sheets-led Riverton Wolverines, it'll be number 1, senior Eric Smith. Number 3, senior Garrett Jackson. Number 2, senior Clay Sheets. Number 4, senior Gage Trieber. And number 20, senior Bo Anderson. We'll be right back with the tip-off here on WYO Today and 93.9 KTAK.
In Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.com.
And welcome back. Tip-off is won by Riverton. Eric Smith will bring it over the timeline. Riverton in their white and red, going left to right on your radio dial. Jackson, just like the Lady Broncs, in their black and white. They get underneath. They Garrett Jackson! Wide for Garrett Jackson. Nice to see him get a strong start.
Yeah, that's what Riverton wants to do all night. Get it down low, get it physical, get it in, and get to the line.
Now, here's the bad part, and people have heard me say it in keys to the game before. Eric Smith and Garrett Jackson, leading scorers, not good from the free throw line, though. He is 49%, and he misses the only one, actually. And for this team to have success and get Casper, maybe make some noise and make some noise in the regionals, your 2 leading scorers, Eric Smith right at 50%, Garrett Jackson underneath, they have got to shoot free throws better.
Yeah.
But at this point, we're late in the season. I don't know, they may not be able to. Into the front court is Cooper Kinsler, picked up by the traditional man-to-man defense of Riverton, Clay Sheets. And Clay Sheets forces Cooper Kinsler into the 5-second call. Just kind of a blank. That's not like Cooper. Not like Kinsler, actually, to get called with that. He's a very good point guard. And just staying up on him. Eric Smith to Jackson, out to Sheets for 3. Good! Clay Sheets from downtown, and it is 5-0 Riverton. Eric and Clay both show a little token pressure. Now back off. They will pick up right as they come over the half-court line with the aggressive man-to-man. Kinsler going to the right. Gets it to, I think that's Hoffman. No, Chapman. Chapman back to Kinsler. Kinsler looking to drive into the wing, looking underneath, trying to force a pass to White. Gage Trieber gets a hand on it, and they have to dish out to Hoffman in the corner. Hoffman up top for Kinsler, and he'll back out and look to reset everything. Kinsler now coming to his right, goes to Hoffman underneath, and I don't know why he dished it, but dishes out for a 3 as Chapman was wide open underneath. Could have just gone up for 2 and did not. Riverton comes away with the rebound.
Yeah, you've got to have instincts to see where you're at on the court. He was open and had a good shot there. He just didn't
Great
take
pass, too, to get it to him. Treber has it in the corner, out top to Smith. Smith to the wing for Anderson. Anderson's going to dribble, probably come back to Smith or to Sheets on the left. Sheets on the left to Treber in the corner. Treber to Jackson. Jackson takes one dribble, cross court to Anderson. Anderson puts it up, and no and one there. Almost had it, but Anderson will go to the line to shoot two. Of course, you'll hear the name Bo Anderson again come Legion baseball season, one of the stars of the Raiders.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun season as well when we get to call some baseball together this year.
Bo Anderson is 65% free throw shooter, and I think he was bet that he couldn't hit every bit of rim and still make it, but he does, and it's 6-0. Yeah, Bo Anderson, a really plays a lot of positions, can do a lot of things from the plate. That Legion team, really the only question they have is because they lost some good, their best starting pitching is going to be pitching, but that's every year in baseball. Second one is missed. Rebound put up and good by Blake Gantenbein, who just checked in.
Yeah.
And Riverton quickly out to a 8-0 lead. Great start. Of course, we saw a great start the other night, although it was matched, but still, we got to see 4 quarters here. The defense intensity is really ratcheted up here by Riverton as Jackson will look to pass around. Everything happening about 28 feet from the basket, though. It is in the hands of Tustin, who is checked in. Let's see, they usually sub in pairs, so who did I miss coming in? I didn't, actually. To Hoffman, long three on the way, missed. Rebound by Garrett Jackson. Gets it to Smith. Smith looking to push the action. Smith driving in, stops, and throws it to nobody. Kinsler looking to track it down. Had a break, but lost control of it. And now it's stolen back away by Bo Anderson. Good job. It is second turnover by Jackson. First one by Riverton, and Riverton matches it with a second one as Bo Anderson throws it away. Bo Anderson trying to draw the charge, but yeah, he's there. He was not there in time for it.
No, those feet were sliding into position. There was no planting and roots in the ground.
He was definitely not set. Now we'll have our more traditional couple guys come in. Weber and Peyton Larson coming in. We'll join Gantenbein, who was the first one. Of course, Trenton Weber, I don't know how much you've listened to Riverton basketball, but he's the guy we're waiting to get run over. He draws it. He leads the state in charges taken, both per game and in total, and that's going to be a walk by Hoffman.
Yeah, he was dancing around all over the place back there. Couldn't get the ball out.
I get it. He wants to argue, but with a name like Hoffman, I don't think they buy the river dance.
Probably not.
But Weber, I've gotten used to, I joke with his mom, just going, Weber gets struck, because he doesn't choose to take it from like Kinsler guy. He'll pick the biggest guy to get ran over to 3 by Eric Smith. Just dribbled up. They didn't stop the ball, and he just took it. Yep. 11-0 run to start this game. 4.5 to play in the first.
There's the timeout.
Finally, there's the timeout. And Coach Elliott's going to make it a full one, it looks like, as he sends his arms out. 4:24 to play in the first. 11-0 Wolverines here on 93.9 KTAK.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And we're back here. 11-0 Riverton. You couldn't have scripted a better start for the Wolverines.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing the Wolverines play good, disciplined basketball. They're taking their shots where they can get them, putting them in, rebounding, forcing some turnovers. You know, they can't ask for more than that in all facets of the game.
Inbound is to Hoffman. They're going to swing it around and winds up back with Hoffman.
Hoffman with the ball up.
Hoffman hands it to Tustin. Back out to Hoffman. Wants the three, gets it.
Yeah, Hoffman managed to get that off, and Riverton didn't transition appropriately. As a result, he ended up with a clean look when they gave it back to him.
11-3, Smith now with it in the front court. Smith looking to go to Trieber on the left wing. Goes to Weber on the elbow. Weber takes a couple dribbles, dishes out. They get it to Eric Smith on the wing. Good closeout. Gets it to Trieber in the corner for three. In and out, no good. Rebound by Blake Ganbine, up and good.
Yeah, one extra bounce on the rim caused Jackson to be out of position for that. Set up an excellent Riverton rebound and put back.
13-3 as Tustin brings it into the front court. Gets it Chapman, hands off to Hoffman. Back over to Tustin on the right wing. Still about 28 feet out. Takes one dribble in, then goes to Hoffman towards midcourt. Back to Tustin on the wing. Riverton in a little bit, I can't really tell, it looks like a 2-3 zone, and Eric Smith was going to try and get in there and steal it, but the pass, I don't know if maybe Tustin saw it coming, so tried to compensate, throws it away out of bounds. 4 turnover against the Bronx here, and we've got Clay Sheets comes back in. He gets Eric Smith. He'll join Trieber, Gantenbein, Weber, and Larson.
Yeah, the Bronx are averaging just under a turnover per minute in the game so far, which is no way to try to close this gap. Riverton has an opportunity to set their offense.
Sheets dribbles in, Sheets from 15, way off target. Gantenbein tries to get the rebound, cannot. Jackson will come away with it. Just didn't look good out of his hands there. Looking to break his Chapman, cut off, gets out to Tustin on the wing. Tustin tries to drive in, Sheets cuts him off. They swing it to an open Allen for three. No good, rebound by Kinsler. Kinsler to Allen, Allen drives in. He's now stuck. And it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Chapman. It will be Riverton basketball, and that's now their 5th turnover of the day. Turning in will be Hoffman for them, and Garrett Jackson will come in for Riverton. Also coming in for the first time today will be Dane Cox. Inbound by Sheets to Larson. Larson, of course, the backup point guard. Riverton with 3-point lead, 2:26 to play in the first. Sheets gets it from Larson, back to Larson. 5 feet behind the top of the key. Back to Sheets on the right wing. Up top to Larson. Larson back to Sheets. Sheets wants the three. Launches, no good. And I think they may get Gage Trieber over the back here. They do.
Yep.
Be Trieber's first, team first. Comes with 2:09 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, that shot just did not look good coming out, and the way it rebounded off, it really kind of left Trieber in a situation where he was going to foul no matter what he did.
Inbound by Kinsler to Tustin. Good little student section here today. Kind of confused by the Edmonton Oiler jersey, by what looks to be one of the guys front and center. Tustin drives in, kicks it out momentarily. Losing control is Jackson, but they gain it back. Gets it out to Tustin. He drives in, puts it up, good. That's a good little baseline move.
Yeah, he was able to get over around the outside and really outwork the defender to get that one in.
13-5. Larson trying to do kind of a no-look pass. Just throws it right to the defender. Bad turnover there by the backup point guard. And, Trieber just takes out Tustin. He was trying to read the pass, and unfortunately, Gage Trieber, who's been kind of Marshall, their most consistent player since the game in Jackson at least, has quick 2 fouls.
Well, Trieber definitely channeled his inner Stan the Lariat Hansen there and delivered a tremendous clothesline there on the court.
Referencing 70s and 80s wrestling, how far we have fallen. Now, Tustin off the rebound. Trieber will have to hit the bench. He does. Tustin puts up a little floater, no good. Rebound by Trieber. Trieber didn't hit the bench, I'm sorry. To Sheets, I think they're going to get him, maybe. They kick out to Smith. Smith underneath for Dane Cox. Puts it up, too hard, no good. Rebound fought for, won by Jackson. And Trieber kind of reached out, slapped the ball away, in kind of danger there, driving in and intercepted by Smith.
Smith was absolutely in the right place at the right time on that one.
And Riverton trying a long pass under the basket. They're going to return the favor. 4 turnovers against them, and they're going to hit Hoffman in transition. 3 on the way, no good. Ball's going to be last touch by Jackson. So it'll be Riverton basketball as White will come back in. And he'll come in for Tustin.
They are.
Inbound is to Sheets. He'll get it back to Smith, not Smith's. That's a grocery store.
Right. Less than 35 seconds to go here in the quarter. 13-5 Riverton over the Bronx.
Passes to Treber. Treber back to Smith. Over to Sheets on the right wing. Sheets used to be known for keeping it for like 50 seconds at a time. He doesn't here. Elbow for Jackson. Shot miss. Cox with the rebound. And one for Dane Cox.
Cox showing some real fortitude there. Going up, taking the contact, putting it in the basket, and will shoot the and one.
Dane Cox on the, I don't know how many free throws he shot. 6 of them total. He's made 3, so 50%, not a huge sample size. He does extend the lead back out to 10 for Riverton. And a chance to make it 11 here. Free throw on the way, no good. Rebound is tipped once and then tracked down by Jackson Hole.
10 seconds to go.
Left as Tustin brings it over. Tustin off a screen, no good. Now he gets it back off the screen. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound fought for, and that'll do it for the half. And I don't know why everything just reset, but we'll stop it. I'm hitting something. So 15-5 at the end of the first. Riverton with the 10-point lead. We'll be right back on 939 KTAK with the second quarter.
Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
And welcome back, 15-5 as we start the second. It'll be Bronx basketball here on a Thursday night. A reminder, 4:30 and 6 on Saturday. Hampton Inn Suites pregame show will start probably about 4:15 as we will make the long five. Well, not we. There's 3 of us here right now. I and my wife will make the long drive. And here is the inbound by Jackson to Star Valley to face the Braves in a critical end-of-season matchup. Swinging around to Kinsler, now to Hoffman in the corner, or the Bronx. Hoffman looking to drive in, gets forced out, has to get to Tustin. Tustin drives in, we got a whistle. It's going to be a travel against Tustin. It'll be the 7th turnover of the day against Riverton, so it'll be, I'm trying to see who it is for them. I know who it is for us, so I'll get to that in a second. So it is the starters back in. Sheets with it. Going to bring it over the top. Sheets to Smith. Smith for 3. No good. Rebound by Weber. Is not the starters for us. I say I know who it's going to be because it usually is. It's not. It's Sheets, Smith. Weber getting the nod here. Nice for him, and that's probably because of Treber having 2 fouls. Garrett Jackson in as well, and of course Gantenbein, who leads all scorers at the moment with 4. And we're going to get an illegal screen, maybe? It is going to be an illegal screen, and that is going to go against Weber. Be his first, team first of the quarter. Tried to set a moving screen to get someone open on the inbounds. So double whammy, you get the foul and you get the turnover. Inbound is to Tustin. He's joined by Kinsler, Allen, White, and trying to lay eyes on the other, Hoffman, 33. Hoffman has it up top. He's going to get it to Kinsler. Kinsler driving to the wing, now crosses over to Hoffman. Hoffman in the corner for Allen. They're not able to get anything going towards the basket at the moment. Riverton playing a zone, which is rare. They don't always play a 2. They rarely play a 2-3, in fact. Coming off 2 screens, wanting to shoot over it as you're told to do. Left short by Tustin. Blake Gantenbein got the rebound. Is stolen away, but there is going to be a turnover. I think he stepped out of bounds and traveled when he got it.
Jump ball.
No, jump ball.
Possession arrow. Wrapped him up.
Did not see that, and it'll stay with them. And Gage Treber will now come back in.
Smith
with
bringing the ball.
6:44 to play.
Yep.
In the half. Into Gantenbein. Gantenbein takes a couple dribble across the paint. Now he's kind of stuck. Gets out to Jackson. Jackson wanting to go baseline. Does. Kicks out to Schreiber in the corner for three. And the possession arrow now flip. Has it stuck.
And they're working to get the ball out of. They're all going to line up to see who can do
And
it.
finally, I was about to say, I don't think Weber's going to quite get it.
Didn't happen, but one of the wonderful players from Jackson was willing to jump up there and help us out.
6:29 to play. Possession arrow favors Jackson as it gets stuck between the rim and the backboard. Inbound to Tustin. Tustin into the front court. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to... They swing it around. Gets it to Strickland, who checked in. Now over to Hoffman. Hoffman puts it up. No good. Rebound is fought for, and there's going to be a foul against Riverton on the rebound attempt. That is going to be against Garrett Jackson, his first, team second of the quarter. They're going to say it was in shooting on the rebound, so it will send White to the line to shoot free throws. He has no points on the day. First one up and no good. White on the season. Maxwell White, a 50% free throw shooter. We really didn't get into their stats. They're significantly better than the girls from Bronx. They are 63%.
Right.
Maxwell White, however, is not one of them at 63%. And he makes one of two, as you kind of expect a
50%er, yeah, you know.
15-6 here.
Bad
is
pass.
Intercepted. Bad pass by Treber, and good pass by Alvin. And Eric Smith says no, sir. Skies in for the block.
Yeah, as bad as that pass was, Eric Smith chased that down and played excellent defense on the back end. Jackson will get the ball, but they'll think twice before they go up for that kind of layup again with Smith around.
She's going to come in for Trenton Weber with 6:04 to play in the half. Inbound comes to Kinsler. He gets out to Tustin. Tustin looking to go right. Clay Sheets cuts him off and say comes back left. Step back. Nope. Looked like he wanted the fadeaway, doesn't take it, and they'll reset things by getting to Kinsler. Kinsler drives in, throws it to nobody, and Eric Smith is the recipient of tracking it down. Into the front court on the break, Garrett Jackson easily puts it up and in. All starts with the turnover. Biggest lead of the day now is 11, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout with 5:36 to play in the half. Riverton leads by 11 here on 939 KTAK.
All Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
And welcome back, and hi, Steve. We're looking at Steve in the back of the head there. Inbound will be by Jackson out of the timeout. He's used 2 of his 5. Tustin gets on the left wing. Back up top for Hoffman. Now over to Chapman on the right wing. Back to Hoffman. Over to Tustin on the left. They'll look to drive in, up and under. Wild shot, but they are going to get the rebound. It falls to Hoffman as it kind of took a weird angle off the rim. Looking to drive in is Chapman. Gets it inside and blocked by Blake Gantenbein as White tried to put it up.
Yeah, Gantenbein had an excellent look at that when he almost took it right off the guy's hand and then in the last second swatted it away.
Jackson looking to inbound. Riverton's defense been focused to get Hoffman open 3 look. No good. Schreiber skies up, tips the rebound to Eric Smith. Smith looking to push the action. Almost palmed it or carried it out to Schreiber. Schreiber on the wing looking to drive in. Lowers a shoulder. Coach of Jackson wants the call to Eric Smith inside to Gantenbein. Puts it up, and he's going to be partially blocked, partially bodied. And they're starting to let a little more go physically. This is kind of like it happened there when we had the brawl for all on there.
Feels very similar to an early 90s Knicks game where, you know, if you hit them enough, they just stop calling it.
Inbound is to Starks. He'll pass to Ewing. No, wait. To Smith. Smith to Sheets. Sheets back up top for Smith. Smith to Gantmeyer at the free throw line. Gantmeyer drives in, tries to put a floater up, no good. And rebound is by Jackson Hole. Tustin trying to lead the break to Hoffman. Back to Tustin. They'll have to slow things up. He looks to drive into the key, spins, puts it over Sheets. No good. Rebound by Jackson Hole. Gets it to Tustin. He'll drive in again. Out to Hoffman on the wing. Down to Chapman, and stolen away by Clay Sheets. Sheets going to try and take it coast to coast, and he does. He now has 5, and the lead is 13 with 4 minutes to play in the half. Tustin, I don't know what, he got caught between shot and not, but it went to a Jackson Hole player. Dish that back out to Tustin. 3 on the way, no good, and we're going to get a technical foul against number 1, it looks like. I think it's number 1. Let's see who they signal on. It's either on him or the bench, as Eric Smith was trying to lead the break. Referee immediately made the technical.
Yep, technical on number 1.
Technical is against number 1. That is Tustin. That'll be his first foul, first team foul of the day against them. Treber, of course, the leading free throw shooter who's actually healthy. River White Plume at 85%. Good to see him on the bench joining the team as he has that torn PCL. Treber on the season, and we're having all sorts of chats right now, but Treber on the season, by the way, is a 73% free throw shooter. So it makes sense he would be the one, since he's on the court, to go shoot it. Treber has no points today, and the first one he leaves well short. Of course, Riverton will get the ball back after the technical foul there. Second one on his way up and good.
Yeah, free basketball is a technical foul like that. So take your shot, get it in there, and then take the ball and set your offense up.
14-point game, 3:49 to play in the first. Smith will inbound it. Of course, number 1 has to go sit now. Peyton Larson checking into the game during the little bit of a break as well. He passed to Bo Anderson on the wing. Bo Anderson to Jackson in the corner. Back out to Larson. Cross court for Anderson. He's looking inside for Treber, and Jackson's going to attempt to steal it, but he's not going to be able to save it. Good anticipation of the pass by number 25. That is White. And it'll be Treber to inbound here. Gets into Eric Smith on the wing. Smith up top for Larson. Back to Smith. Smith has an open look at 3, leaves it short. He's going to get his own rebound, though. Gets it to Treber. Treber turns, puts it up, and that's one of those cases. Treber was just looking for the foul.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Just try and make a basket, and then if you get contact, you get contact. But Treber definitely wanted it there. Inside is Jackson Hole, and all sorts of that turnover happened 3 passes ago.
Right.
They were off target, then off target again, then off target. And finally, they ran out of room.
They ran out of room to chase it down. That's it. They never got set with the ball, and as a result, they just didn't have anywhere to put it in order to set themselves up.
And they had an open guy underneath at one point. So 10 turnovers now. Larson brings up, goes to Smith. Back up top for Larson. Larson fakes the pass into the paint, will dribble up to the top of the key, goes to Smith on the wing. Now to Treber in the corner. To Jackson. Jackson will turn and fire from 15. Good. Jackson with his mid-range game now has 6. 22-6 in favor of Riverton. Kinsler into the front court to Hoffman. Back up top for Kinsler. Kinsler looking to split the double team. Does. Hands it off. Up and good. Nice 2-pointer there by White.
And that looks very similar to what they were trying to set up on the last play. They just finally got set to do it.
Smith drives in on the baseline, misses. Good job by Bo Anderson to tip it out, and goes to Garrett Jackson, and Bo Anderson gets thrown to the floor. Nothing. And I say thrown to the floor because I don't know Bo Anderson to fake it or flop it. Eric Smith gets a pass, drives baseline again, and he's going to be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Second team foul of the day, or of the quarter, against Jackson. Foul is against White. That's his first.
He's getting clarification from the referee. What exactly is a foul in this game tonight? Just so I'm aware.
Eric Smith misses the first one. Of course, leading scorer on the team, 53% from the charity stripe. A lot of substitute. Larson, Garrett Jackson, and Anderson coming out. We're going to see Gantenbein return. We're going to see Trent Weber return and Clay Sheets return. Chance to extend the lead here. Smith hits the second. So 15-point game. Smith now with 4. Into the front court. White hands it to Hoffman. Hoffman dribbles top of the key, goes back to his left for Chapman. Chapman spins, turns, doesn't fire though, dishes out to White. They get to Kinsler. Kinsler wants the 3, short. Rebound though, gotten and put up, and foul is going to be on the floor. If that's against Trieber, it's his 3rd. It is not. It is against Trent Weber, number 5. That's his 2nd. Team 3rd though. Yeah. Going to the line will be number 21. That is Allen.
Yeah, Weber stepped up on that when he was just a little slow getting there, and as a result, when he went into the contact, it was a clear demonstration of a foul.
Allen hits the first. He's 63% on the line, significantly better than much of his team. 23-9, second one on the way, up and good. He hits both.
Smith bringing the ball up the court.
13-point game.
Go ahead.
30-point game. Smith with it to Trieber. Trieber back to Smith up top. Over to Sheets. Sheets again behind on the elbow. He's looking for Weber on a cut, and just too many bodies of Jackson in the middle of it. Yeah, Jackson will come in for Weber.
One pass too many on that one. Take the shot or get it back out. There wasn't really anywhere to put that ball down low at that point.
The only real guy that favors the mid-range, Gantenbein will shoot it, and Jackson favors it. Inside to Gage Trieber, he puts it up, short, no good. Rebound by Jackson. I think he was probably looking for the contact there, too.
That's what it looked like to me. I don't think he was trying to score. He was trying to make a play.
Hoffman drives in. That's a jump ball. Whoo, I was worried there. I thought it was the 3rd on Gage.
Yeah.
So ball will stick with the No, okay, fine. I'm right. I am right. Now, the officials have had the hardest time with this. Riverton basketball. Smith into the front court as we're now under a minute to play in the half. It's been all Riverton tonight. Smith in the corner. Jackson for 3, good! And he's getting hyped up.
Yeah, Riverton looked like they might try to hold. Jackson had a wide open look, and he decided, you know what, I'm just going to shoot this one now.
Garrett with 9. He's got his average, or right at it, in the first half. Jackson looking for a 3 as well to answer. No good. Rebound by Trieber as they shot it from the wing. Long pass to Eric Smith. Smith going to try and take it all the way to the hole. No good, but he is fouled with 22.8 left in the first half.
Jackson foul, 21.
Foul is against Allen. That's his first, team 3rd. Eric Smith on the day, 1 of 2 from the line. He has 4 points overall.
Yeah, Smith absolutely saw what he was looking for and made a break for it. Earned the contact and hits the first of 2 free throws.
He is 53%, so the law of averages as Dane Cox and Peyton Larson will come in. I would anticipate that one. I would also anticipate Garrett Jackson and Trieber. Trieber don't want to get that 3rd cheap one in 22 seconds.
No.
Not when you lead by 17. 27-10 here. Smith, second one on the way, no good, and on the rebound, and that's exactly why Gage Trieber just came out. Foul on the rebound is going to be against Gantenbein, be his first, team 4th. So if we foul again in the next 21 seconds or so, Jackson will be in the bonus. Smith showing some pressure, so is Sheets. And Sheets steals it away, gets it to Smith. Smith drives in, puts it up and good, Eric Smith. All of a sudden, just intense defense, full court. We're under 10 seconds now. It's 19-point lead. Hoffman with a three. No good. Rebound fall for Jackson Hole gets it. Intercept by Sheets with less than a second left. And just didn't know it. But wow.
Yeah, there was a turn up of pressure right there.
Just playing man-to-man. I don't know if Bo Sheets called for it. We'll have to make a note to ask him, or if that's just something they're allowed to do at times. And why not? You're up 17. Worst case scenario, you go in 15.
Yeah.
So at the end of 2, we go into half. 29-10. It's all Riverton Wolverines here on 939 KTAK.
Projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Warm Valley Health in Fort Washakie is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
Down! Set! Midway! 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 Come to Midway Auto and RV and score big when buying a car, truck, or SUV. Every vehicle goes through a 100-point inspection, and every vehicle comes with a warranty. Our Super Bowl is giving our customers the friendliest service, the easiest buying process, and the best deal possible. Treat Midway like the home team. We always make the best play for our customers. Come experience the Midway difference. Where you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store says good luck to all Fremont County teams.
And welcome back to the Ranger halftime show. We are joined by our Papa Murphy's player of the game for the girls' game, Carson Vosica. Carson, first time we've gotten to chat with you, but third time you've been over 20. I think it's your third highest scoring output. In a must-win, an absolute must-win tonight. Tell me how you were feeling. Y'all came out very focused. Tell me kind of the flow of how you started out the game.
I think everybody knew we needed to get this job done, and we all came out and worked really hard, and we've been working hard at practice, so I think all paid off, and we knew we needed to get this win.
So you go up really big in the first, just absolutely destroy them. Of course, credit to Jackson. They did not give up. They came right back. What was the difference? Because I saw when Leesburg shot the final shot of the first quarter, Coach Boser's laughing. What was that second quarter like in the huddle?
We just got to keep it up, work hard, continue to do what we're doing.
All right, so we're going to look a little bit ahead. We got Star Valley and then Evanston coming up. Two tough opponents, especially one on the road after 5 hours of just meaningless driving. What do y'all need to do? What is the message that y'all are preaching as a team leading into these final two games and then regionals in Evanston the following?
I think we could pull these wins off. We work hard and we are determined and we come together as a team. We usually do, so hopefully we could pull these wins off and have some fun.
So what is it like being the only underclassman and being a sophomore at that, with a rotation that is, for at times is 16, well now 5 with the injury, but is 6 seniors?
It's a lot of fun. They've taught me a lot. I have so much fun with them, but I'm going to be really sad when they all have to leave.
Well, there is talk around town about seeing the Vosica sisters playing together. So, yeah, there's talk of it already. Especially at our office, because someone mentioned that your sister's incredible at basketball as well.
I don't have a sister, no.
Then why did they say that?
I have a brother.
Okay, I don't know why they have said your sister then. We will talk with Robert Stover about that, who's the one who mentioned it. And we will be we want to thank Carson for joining us. Next year it's your team, but still a lot of goals to accomplish. We wish you well, and we'll see you down in Star Valley on Saturday. We'll be right back on 939 KTAK.
At Central Wyoming College, offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming!
Midway operates our 4 showrooms as one location, giving you by far the biggest selection of inventory in the region. Midway has the best buying experience before and after the sale. Our team members have more experience and knowledge to better serve you. Midway's success is based on hard work. Our team members give 110% to make sure you have a fast, enjoyable experience. We have what you need. At Midway, you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
All right, we're back, and we're going to see how much more of a fool I can make of myself here. After somebody had fed me like, oh, Carson Vosica's sister's great. She doesn't have a sister. What? Anyway, we're joined by senior leader Talon Leesburg. Tell me about the game. Came out on fire. Then credit to Jackson. They didn't wilt, and they came right back. What was the emotion like in that big of a swing of momentum?
Yeah, we knew that coming into this game there was a lot riding on it, and we knew for both us and Jackson that it was a big game that kind of determined the rest of our season. So we knew that it wasn't just going to be an easy come out and beat them, but we were able to handle their kind of momentum shifts really well this game.
You were always kind of able to keep them kind of at arm's length, whether it was defensively, your defense intensity, obviously, and then a little bit in the second quarter, defensive rotation being a little slow, and Ari Fowler, who is by far and away their best player, made Riverton pay for it. But you were always able to either answer that or come up with a big defensive steal. What, for you as the longest-term starter on this team, and do you want to see the next against Star Valley and then Evanston to lead you into regionals? Obviously a victory, but go a little more deeper than that.
Yeah, we just want to make sure we're going out and playing with all of our energy and effort that we have, knowing that they're our last 2 regular season games, but very big games that can determine a lot for regional seeding. So not only do we need to win, but they also need to be good big wins to help keep us with that positive energy going into the postseason.
Okay, and a lot of times, and they're right, offense feeds off defense. Was that the case in the first quarter tonight? Your defense was outstanding, and shots seemed to be falling at a very high clip.
Yeah, I think whenever we're able to get it going early offensively, that just really sets the tone for our defense, because then we know that we can't just go out and score and not stop them. We got to score and be able to stop them on defense.
Well, and after your basketball career, as in the pregame, you've got a career as a heckler of coaches. She got a response out of the Jackson coach. I don't know what was said, but he turned around and he's just laughing at whatever you said. It was hysterical. So we want to thank Talon Leesburg for joining us. Congrats on a big win. 2 more coming up, and then a chance in Evanston to try and play your way into Casper here on 93.9 KTAK.
Thank you.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together. From Friday night lights to weekend tournaments, they're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
All right, welcome back, and we're starting the third. We got to get everything all set. We were not expecting to have that many, and we got them all. So Jackson will start off with the ball going right to left. We'll get the time right in a second, and it's immediately stolen by Riverton, laid up by Clay Sheets, and good. So Riverton just going to start out like they did. That's Sheets 7 points. We will get to all those in just a second as we get the time right, and it's now 31-24, or 31-10. I'm looking at trying to get things settled, and with 7:32, we do get a stoppage of play. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Eric Smith has 7. Sheets with 7 now as they inbound it. Jackson with 9. Treber and Anderson with 1. Jackson swinging around the horn, out for a 3 by Hoffman, left too far. And rebound, though, is by Chapman. Cox has 2, and Gantenbein with 4. And we're going to get a foul as they go up, and oh no. Oh no. Gage Treber slow to get up. It is a foul again. They went over the back, and Treber just crumples. Treber is tough son of a gun.
Yeah.
So for him to go down like that, it'll be number 25, White's second, team first of the quarter. Inbound is to Smith, and luckily, looks like Treber's okay as he stays in the game. Smith passes the Sheets back to Smith on the right wing. Smith looking for the alley-oop and missed by Bo Anderson, but gets his own rebound, gets into Treber, and yeah, that's going to be a charge. Treber ducks the shoulder, and now Treber will have to come out. Treber, the reason they took him out at the very end of the second, he now has his quick third, and here comes Blake Gantenbein.
Yeah, that's a tough one there for Treber. He had a nice look, but he dropped that shoulder, the feet were planted, and all of a sudden, it's a foul.
Well, they went for it. They went for the alley-oop. Inbound is to Hoffman, and Anderson almost got it. Keyword there being almost.
Yeah, it's one of those things where all the momentum shifts when you hit that, but sometimes it doesn't quite get you there.
No, and you're allowed to kind of try that, quite honestly, when you're up 31-10.
Absolutely.
6:48 to play in the third. Inbound to Kinsler. Swings it to Allen. Back in the corner, 3 on the way. Too far, air ball by Chapman. Smith with the rebound. Smith going to bring it up with a little bit of pace. Goes to Anderson. Anderson drives in, and I don't know what the difference between that block and Gage Treber's charges. Anderson definitely put his shoulder down. Maybe they're saying that Chapman just wasn't set.
Yeah, that one there, kind of a very similar view.
White. That's his third. He has both fouls this quarter. Inbound to Smith. Smith in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound by Kinsler. Kinsler looking to break, and pass is going to be deflected and out of bounds by Anderson. Both Riverton squads tonight being very good at getting back on defense, and not allowing any kind of fast break. In fact, not allowing any kind of transition offense or secondary transition offense to set up.
Yeah, the athleticism is definitely on display as they're able to, use that speed to get back, get on top of things. They've made a couple of blocks from behind. They've cut off some passes. And as a result of that, they've been able to keep Jackson from getting into any kind of transitional rhythm.
A little bit of weird delay there, no timeout, but they let Peyton Larson come in. I wonder if we got blood on a uniform or something of that nature. Peyton Larson comes in, inbound by Jackson. Kinsler with it. One of the differences in this game versus the first game is Kinsler played a lot more of the true point. He hasn't played a lot of it. He started at it, and then Tustin came in, and now he's back in it. But he's going to drive in, puts the shot up, misses well short, tries to save it, but saves it right to Garrett Jackson. And Jackson will look to start the transition to Gantenbein. Gantenbein to Bo Anderson. Bo Anderson back outside to Clay Sheets. Clay Sheets drives into the elbow to Jackson. To Anderson on the wing. Anderson drives in, and he is going to be fouled. And that'll be the third team foul. Comes with 5:47 to play in the first.
Yeah.
And Trent Weber's going to come in. The foul is can't be against White again, for Pete's sake. White is against Kinsler. That's his first. And after they fouled a total of 3 times in the first half, they quickly got 3 in less than 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, they're getting incredibly close to the bonus, and that's a dangerous place to be when you're already down by 21. You really struggle to come back if the team's going to be on the line every time they touch the ball.
Larson, Sheets back to Larson, over to Garrett Jackson on the left wing, back up top to Larson. Larson takes one dribble in, gets it to Sheets, and he walked. Up and down, as they call it.
Yeah,
as he went up, he looked like he wanted the 3. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
He wanted to shoot the 3, and then the closeout defense was good by Jackson, and he just kind of got stuck with, what am I going to do?
Yeah, you can't dribble and jump in the air at the same time. It doesn't work.
No. 5:17 now to play. Jackson to Hoffman up top. Jackson looking for points in a desperate way. 3 on the way, and there you go.
Good.
Chapman has his first points of the game. Hits the 3, 31-13.
Yeah, Jackson has tried to shoot about 40.
Quickly to Gantenbein. Gantenbein turns.
There you go. Deep and inside
Sorry,
there.
finish your thought.
That was great. Jackson's done a lot. They've shot about 11 billion three-pointers that haven't gone in. They were due for one, but they didn't get back on defense.
11 billion.
Yeah.
We pride ourselves on accurate numbering. No, Gantenbein hits the second. Gantenbein now has 7.
Yeah.
And the lead is 34-13.
When you don't get back on defense, you let Gantenbein settle right in the middle of the paint, and you're already fouling him before he even gets good and up. As a result, he's able to finish strong and knock down the and one.
Inbound is Kinsler. He'll bring it over, hands it to Hoffman. Hoffman dribbles it all the way around the horn, goes to Chapman, and we're going to get a moving screen.
Yeah, 25 there.
Against, and just like that, he's got 4. White just wants to do everything as far as the fouls go. 4:42 left. Inbound is to Sheets, and that will mean any non-offensive foul the rest of the way is the bonus. And possibly, speak of the devil, no, they're just deflected out of bounds. It will remain with Riverton. I heard a whistle as I looked up trying to do the stat here. Inbound will be by Jackson. He is joined by Sheets, Trieber, Gantenbein, and now Dane Cox. Dane Cox saw some action in the first quarter and now in the third. Over to Jackson, back up top to Sheets. Sheets to Trieber. 2-3 zone. So you're going to have to probably shoot over it to Gantenbein. Gantenbein drives in. They just let him get in there, and he is fouled and kind of bailed out because he kind of threw up a shot. Foul is against Tustin, who's just came back in. That's his second. Of course, he had the technical in the first. Yeah. Team 5th. 25, Blake Gantenbein at the line. First one up and good on the season. Or coming into the week, Blake Gantenbein was 0 for 3 for the whole year. Well, of course, he was injured to begin with.
Yeah, he's definitely shooting like he's healthy tonight.
He is now 2 of 2, and he missed the second one. 35-13. And looking to drive in. Now they're going to dish out Jackson looking for the 3. No good. And that's 11 billion and 1, according to Marshall. Cox trying to take it all the way down. Up and good. Toughness by 1. Not Cox, by Anderson. Excuse me. That is Anderson's first field goal of the day. Sends the lead out to 37-13. So it's a 23-point lead.
If you're going to shoot that three-pointer, you've got to get back on defense if you don't hit it. And they have not done it.
Airballs it from 3. They try and save it. Rebound, trying to hit Garrett Jackson in transition. Up and no good. Don't know how that wasn't a foul. Gantenbein gets it and is fouled with 3:27 to go.
Well, they got the second one. They might not have got the first foul, but they got the second one. And so Gantenbein goes back to the line again. He is 2 for 3 on the night.
Foul is against Hoffman. That'll be his second. Team well over the limit. And Gantenbein hits the first. Gantenbein is now right at 50%. on the season. Second one on the way, and he misses the second. He hits the front end. He's missed the past 2 second shots. And Jackson will come away with the rebound. And they're going to drive in and get a foul against Riverton with 3:19 to play.
Sure, why not?
Foul is against Bo Anderson.
At that point, you know, it was just two guys pushing around on one another. Eventually, they're going to have to blow the whistle, or it's going to start to get pretty aggressive there in ways they don't want it to.
Team second, Bo's first. Clay Sheets will get off the bench and go sit down as soon as the ball's inbounded. To the elbow, turnaround, no good by Chapman. Riverton looking for a long pass, outlet for rebound. Blake Gantenbein saves it nicely as it was going out of bounds and throws it off of Chapman, who was trying to get back on defense. It'll be Riverton basketball. Anderson will come out for Sheets as Riverton looks to inbound. So, and coming in as well will be Braden Martin. First time we've seen him today. Treber into Jackson. Jackson stuck, gets it to Treber on the wing. It's deflected. They're going to say no. Last touch by Gage Treber. He would, I think, disagree as he pulled his hands back. Realistically, just catch that.
Just catch it.
It was
That's
there
right.
for him. He anticipated they were going to call it off of him. I'm not sure he didn't get the call.
At that point, make the catch. You're not going to be able to lawyer your way out of it. Just go ahead and make the grab if you can.
No offense to any of our fine advertisers who are in the legal profession. To Chapman, he's going to shoot a three. 11 billion and 2 now. Misses. Go figure.
Go figure.
And rebound by Weber. He gets it to Jackson. And Riverton kind of a little perplexed by this 2-3. They've scored some points, but most of it's been and ones and free
transitions.
throws.
They're not really beating the defense.
No, they're all building off defense. They try and get it into Braden Martin. Turnover by Riverton as it's swiped away. That's turnover number 8 on the day. With 2:20 to play in the third, and they're going to force it into Hoffman. He puts it up and good.
Yeah, they weren't really aggressive defending Hoffman on that one.
Quickly, long pass to Sheets and just left it way off target off the backboard. I don't think he expected to be that open. And on a fast break drive, and I don't know how Jackson missed that one. It went halfway down and right back up. That's just the day, and that's the season you're having when you're 1-16.
Yes.
They find Weber for 15 on the baseline. No good. Rebound by Jackson. Kinsler gives up to Tustin. Tustin looking to drive in, puts up the floater. No good. Rebound by Braden Martin. It falls to Weber on the ground, and he passes it to Jackson. Jackson into the front court on the wing. Minute 30 left here in the third. To Treber. Back up top for Jackson. Over to Sheets. Sheets kind of faked a three for a second. You've got to shoot over the zone. They go inside to Weber. To Martin. Martin from 17. No good. Sheets with the rebound. Puts up, leaves it weirdly off the backboard again, and he's going to step out of bounds. Just did not look comfortable. That is not Sheets family or Clay-like. He left. He was going for the corner and left it short, almost like his vision's off a little bit.
Yeah, that's twice now he's done that exact same thing, just kind of missed the shot.
We got a timeout on the floor. It's 30 seconds by Jackson. It is their third of the day. We'll take it with them. 1:14 left in the third. 38-15, all Riverton on 93.9 KTAK.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
100%.
And we're back. Riverton got out to an early lead, has not looked back. Right now, Jackson has 5 points in the quarter. That matches both the two previous quarters. As the Bronx bring it up. Hoffman with it.
And I think this is the first time Jackson has been set in their offense since about the 7-minute mark.
And stolen away. You spoke too soon. and stolen right back, and we got a whistle.
Traveled.
So we got another turn. So I'm just going to keep flipping the scorebook over to the turnovers thing.
Yeah.
Riverton looked to break. It was intercepted by, I do believe, White, and then
White got
turnover.
so surprised he had the ball, he just traveled.
He's also got 4 fouls. Inbound is to Jackson, puts it up, no good. Jackson gets his own rebound, puts it up and good.
There you go.
Jackson now with 11. Lead is 35. No, 25, excuse me. I can do math, I promise. And Tustin drives in and loses it off his knee and out of bounds. So all of a sudden, Jackson is having a hard time with the ball. They have 15 turnovers now with 39 seconds left to play here. Inbound is to Jackson, and Sheets will bring it up over the timeline.
Well, you know, it was an excellent pass to a couple of fans out on the sideline, but they're not playing the game.
Sheets to Jackson, back to Sheets, who cut over to the wing. Jackson gets it up top. Goes to the free throw line for Weber. Weber drives in, kicks out to Treber for a three. Looks short, is short. Rebound by Jackson with 17 seconds left. Jackson, long pass, deflected by Jackson. I said that right.
Yes.
Long pass for Jackson, deflected out of bounds by Jackson with 13 seconds left. Inbound is to Kinsler, out to Tustin, into the paint for Chapman.
Picked it up early.
Picked it up too early, but they get in for a little hook, and it's up and good by Strickland. And that's the most points they've had in a quarter. And a three-quarter court heave, no good. Not sure it would have counted, but it doesn't matter. After three, it is 40-17 in favor of the Wolverines. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here on 93.9 KTAK.
With breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
And welcome back to 93.9 KTAK. It is 40-17 in favor of Riverton. Riverton with 11 in that quarter. Jackson with their best quarter, sadly, of the night with 7.
Yeah, that was definitely not Jackson at their best. And now it's River. That was a walk, travel.
Yeah.
I mean,
it'll be Sheets, Treber, Anderson, Jackson, and Cantonbine to start the fourth.
That was nice there. Sheets was on his way to Lander with that one.
So gotten up to Chapman, looking to go inside and stolen away momentarily, but Jackson able to get it. Kinsler looking for the outlet pass, 3 on the way, no good. Yet they continually shoot him. Long pass, put up and good by Bo Anderson after Allen misses it. Anderson now with 5. Here comes Jackson wanting to move with some pace. Tustin to Kinsler, back out to Tustin in the corner, drives baseline, has to kick it out, throws it right to Clay Sheets. Riverton looking to move on the fast break. Garrett Jackson pulls it down, out to Sheets. Sheets for 3, short. Treber throws a shoulder into it. Rebound got by Jackson on the floor, shot by Gantenbein, no good. And Jackson will come away with it. The question will be, how deep do we go on the bench? And it just feels like, I'm not 100% sure, as Jackson travels 28 feet from the basket. We haven't seen Eric Smith. Oh, and now I know it looks like the trainer is talking with Eric Smith. He's been out for a while.
Yeah.
And at this point, 42-17, even if it's a hangnail, probably not worth bringing him back in.
Nope.
Braden Martin's going to come back in. It'll be interesting. I think we'll probably see it go pretty far down the bench. Stevens, Gould, etc.
Well, and at this point, you know, there are moments of this game that are looking more like a gang fight than a basketball game. And so
like that right there. Sheets driving off to the left, not even going towards the basket.
Yeah, I haven't
just shoved by Kinsler, his second.
Yeah, that was a pretty good Tito Santana impersonation with that forearm. And so Yeah, I think at this point, we're going to protect the guys that we're looking to ride into the regionals.
Gantenbein into the paint, misses badly, but gets his own rebound. And now we're going to break down on the floor, and it will be a possession arrow. Possession arrow does favor Jackson.
I didn't see a Riverton player anywhere near that play.
No, there was. I mean, Bo was kind of near it, I do believe. Not Bo, Blake was, and so was Braden. So 6:28 to play. Going to the elbow. Now back out to Kinsler. To Chapman. Chapman drives in. Floater on the way. Good. You know, maybe, I hate to be critical, but if they had maybe done some of that earlier instead of launching the three,
yeah,
it might be a little bit closer. I mean, the defense for Riverton's been stout all day.
Well,
Jackson gets it, dribbles the free throw line to Gantenbein for three. Good.
Good shot, right over the defense. Gantenbein having himself a game.
Yes, he is. His game's been as good as a nice pepperoni pizza. Spoiler there.
No kidding.
5:49, and Gantenbein comes away with the steal. Looking to take it all the way, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Garrett Jackson. We're going to get a tie-up again. This time it will favor Riverton. 5:39 to play.
So when Jackson would get their offense set up, they would sit there and move the ball around, do some things that were positive
and
around that.
Three.
They could get there, but then they would shoot from three-pointers all day long, in transition, out of transition, hit none of them, and then wonder why they're losing by,
Anderson coming back in, yeah, exactly. And on the rebound, are they going to get Gage Schreiber here, or is he fouled? He was fouled.
He was fouled.
Guess what?
Number 25, White.
Guess what?
That's his fifth, right?
Yep.
So he's going to go sit down.
He is done. It'll be second team foul.
They're having a serious discussion about whether he can stay in to get a sixth, but they're going to make him come out.
That's not the pros. Gage Schreiber going to the line. He only has 1 point today. Really has not been that active offensively. Hasn't really had to be.
Yeah.
And I do not get why they all jump in after one shot. And we've seen that happen a couple times on both. It's the rules changed like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's two shots on the bonus.
I do miss the 1-and-1, 17 fouls and then 10 and a quarter. And Gage misses both. Not like Schreiber to miss 2 shots from the free throw line. He's 1 of 4 now on the day. Into the corner for Hoffman, or in the wing for Hoffman. He misses. And holy cow. I get to say it. It's a different way. It's not a charge, but it's an offensive foul. Yeah, Trent Weber just got trucked.
Yeah.
By Allen, his second, team third.
That's the third guy Allen has knocked to the ground. They finally called a foul on it.
Well, that's Trent Weber's specialty. He's sounding like he is hitting the ground with the force of a cannon.
Yeah, no doubt.
Sheets with it, goes to Weber in the corner. Weber fakes the three, now gets it to Anderson on the wing. Anderson over to Schreiber. Schreiber looking for a screen, gets it from Weber. Long, I thought he was on the line, but they'll say a three. It's no good, and on the rebound we get a foul. Let's see who against. It's against Braden Martin. That's his first. That might be like his second foul all year.
Yeah.
So that'll be the first team foul against Riverton. Comes with 4:54 left to play in the ball game.
In comes number 43.
That is Killian Gould.
Well, and Kevin, if I had told you that Eric Smith would be out at halftime and have less than 10 points, and that H. Treeburn would not be scoring points at all, and Riverton would be winning by 26, you would have called me crazy.
Actually, I would have said I hope you're right, because they are, I mean, nothing against Jackson, but they're a young team in a tough physical league. It's 1-16 as they launch a three by Tustin. Good. This is not a team that Riverton should lose to. They didn't lose to them the first time.
Yep.
Garrett Jackson's been phenomenal tonight. So is Sheets. Smith's got right at what he's got in the past few weeks as his record's gone at it. On the offensive rebound, Weber puts it up and one.
absolutely demonstrating some heart and determination. He grabbed that third offensive rebound, put it in, took the contact, and now he gets to pay it off with a shot from the line.
Fourth team foul.
He has 2 points, looking for his third. Weber not the most spectacular free throw shooter, and he does miss it. And that's not his role. His role is primarily defense and garbage rebounds. And we've got something happening here on, look like a turnover. They're going to get Bo Anderson. Bo Anderson, the official, have a laugh about it. And that's if you need a player to work an official, out of all these guys, I know some of them, or most of them.
Bo Anderson, yeah.
Bo Anderson's the one.
Yeah, you know, Bo's probably asking that same official, is that a foul?
And he's going to hate I said this on the air, and he's going to give me grief all baseball season. He's got that baby face.
Yeah.
And that just perky smile, and it's just easy to make a guy like, he's not going to get a technical unless he hits somebody. As Hoffman gets on the wing, launches a three, and now they're hitting him.
Yeah.
Hoffman hits. He now has 8. 45-22. 3:43 to go, and Riverton is going to turn it over as they try and feed it into the corner.
Yeah, I think he was trying to pass that one to the cheerleader. And unfortunately, she's not on the court, so that did not work out.
And it's 47-25, 3:40 to play, and ticking. The one thing you don't want is Riverton is you don't want them to come. They're not going to score 22 unanswered or anything crazy like that.
Sure. As
they swing it around the horn, but you want to finish this off with good momentum, as the Braves are a tough team, and that's who they'll face on Saturday. They get Hoffman for 3 again. Good. Okay. I hope they don't get 22 real quick.
Yeah, well, and at this point, you know, Riverton really isn't putting any pressure on them. They're just kind of playing some soft man. We don't have an array of the front end of the bench out there. And there we go.
Give and go. Garrett Jackson gets it back, puts it up, and good. He now has 13.
Yeah, Gantenbein and Jackson there stepping up.
Looking for Tustin for a 3, and they finally missed one after making several in a row. Clay Sheets tries to bring it down, but he's going to lose it out of bounds with 2:51 to play here in, we can say the ball game at this point. I don't have to say regulation. It's going to be interesting who we call for player of the game here. 2:48 to play. Tustin with it. Hands off to Hoffman. Be interesting to see this team next year when they're juniors and seniors instead of juniors and sophomores.
Right.
Tustin has it on the wing. He drives in, puts it up, no good. Gould unable to get the rebound. Should have had that one. He'll regret that one, but he does a good job of fronting the back of him and forces a long pass after the break, after defense, and Clay Sheets just loses it out of bounds.
Yeah, in that situation there, Gould did a good job of, you know, I may not have got the rebound, but I can use this sideline in my body to defend this thing.
Made up for the mistake.
Absolutely.
So let's see. There's really no deeper to go on the bench.
No.
Quite honestly, I mean, I don't see. Stevens can come off the bench. We've seen him play some, but Stevens may have played too much in the JV game. That's always the risk with him and Gould and others and Larson. And as they look to go into the paint, Clay Sheets is going to intercept it, and then he is going to be fouled, it looks like.
Well, that's okay.
Or deflected. He's holding up his fist, so that normally means a foul. And as soon as I say that, Dan Cox and Braden Martin come up.
Yeah.
They've already been in the game.
Our board op specialist, Leanne Sanderson, her daughter's down just past the end of the bench. They could put her in.
Jackson foul. 2.
Fouls against number 2. That's Thexton, who literally had just checked in.
Riverton 2.
And it is their 5th team foul. So it will put Riverton in the bonus. Clay Sheets going to the line with 2:01 to play. He misses the first. And this is going to be, even when they play their best, what can cost them against a really good team.
Yeah.
Marshall is Clay Sheets, again, a guard. You'd expect 48% from the charity stripe on the year.
When you're
Yet is a
shooting,
good little 3-point shooter.
when you're shooting 50% from the line, that is always going to be a liability, especially when you're playing against teams that are really good and able to do a lot of good things.
And they're rolling the ball up to conserve time, down 22 with under 2 minutes to go.
It's never too late to test that. This guy's down at the end.
And 3 on the way by Hoffman, up and good. He now has 3 of them. Maybe Ari Fowler said, hey, here's what you need to do. 19-point game, but we're under 1:40 now. And 3 going to be answered by Weber.
There you go. Best way to come back when they're trying to shoot threes to get there is to hit one of your own.
And the ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Riverton. Looking to inbound is Jackson. There goes out of bounds. Turnaround put up and no good. Rebound by Jackson, though. Tries to spin on Gould, up and good.
I will say this, Gould plays some straight up man-to-man defense. He puts a body on them, and they may have scored, but they're going to earn it.
Shot was by 21. That is Allen. Riverton into the front court, and driving in is going to be Weber. Puts it up, and one by Trenton Weber.
Weber may not be an offensive juggernaut, but he's absolutely playing to score tonight.
Well, now I know who I want to interview. I hit the space bar. Why did the clock not stop is the question.
These are valuable questions.
Come on, Trenton. Hit this free throw up and good.
Absolutely. Touched every part of that rim to get it in there.
It's 56-33. Jackson comes down, puts up a three. Hits it. 50 seconds left. Gantenbein in the front court. He's going to stop, drive to the elbow, stop, pop, no good. Rebound by Jackson. Looking to push things is Thuston. Thuston stops, wants the three. Rebound by, you guessed it, Trenton Weber. Weber to Gantenbein. Gantenbein to Gould. They want Gould to get a shot, I think. To Braden Martin, because I think that's why Gantenbein was forced it to him. He looked for him, you could tell.
Yeah.
To Zero. I don't know who Zero is. He's a JV player. Let me look him up for you guys real quick. Have not had him. Zero. Oh, Coy Bradley. Never mind. What am I thinking?
They're just going to let the clock run.
Riverton's just going to take the clock out here. With 5 seconds left, Riverton snaps a losing streak by beating the team they last beat. Your final, 56-36. We'll be right back with the Click It or Ticket post-game show here on WYO Today, 93.9 KTAK.
It's about the things that matter: your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And we're joined here on the Click It or Ticket post-game show as we're cutting Gage Streber's head off. Can you hear me, Gage?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
One of the reasons I want to talk to you, you snap a losing streak tonight, very important. And it was one of those nights where a lot of different pieces came together, and you saw your role kind of shift a little bit from scoring more into a defensive and intensity thing.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about that? You seem like the kind of guy who doesn't care as long as he gets the win.
Yeah, I'm angry at myself, but it's all right.
Again, defensively, everything on par. What was the message coming into this game against a team who last time my headline for it was Riverton wins a brawl, and you kind of had to expect that.
Yeah.
I think we talked after the last one, too.
The game plan was just get it done on defense, get it done on offense, work hard and, play our tempo, play our pace of the game.
The defensive rotation seemed to be on point. That's something that Coach Sheets has mentioned for several games now. Was that something y'all consciously worked on leading up to this?
Yeah, we worked on it crazy this week in practice, for sure. We definitely got our rotation down way better than we've had it down in a minute.
All right, now you've got a long road trip, just because people are always curious about things. When you have a game like that, like at Jackson or in this case Star Valley, 5 hours on a bus, what does Gage Trieber do to pass the time?
I sleep, honestly, if I'm completely honest. I try to make myself go to sleep so I can just fast, you know?
Get some rest and everything like that.
Yeah.
What does it mean? He's kind of an unsung hero in the stat book to some extent, although they do keep it. Of course, Trenton Weber right down there leads the team and leads the state in charges taken. What does it do for you guys who are watching him just get, as I always call it, get trucked over?
You know, personally, I've never took a charge in my life, so I don't know how that feels, but, you know, it's good for Trent. It's good for our team for sure.
What does it mean to have guys like that on the team with you that nobody really cares how many points they have on any given night? It seems like it's just next man up. Whoever's hot scoring, Blake Gantenbein tonight, for example. Garrett Jackson, of course, returning kind of form. But it's just everybody tries to work off of each other. What does it mean to have a bunch of guys like that?
You know, it's great. It's great for our mentality. It's great for our team, physically, mentally, you know. Just get it done no matter who's getting it done.
All right, so you've got one more home game left. What are your goals as a team leading up to regionals, where it's bound to be extremely physical because that's what 4A West is?
Yeah. You know, just get it done on defense. You know, offense always comes. So do what we can on defense, play our hardest all the time, and play a full 36 or 32 minutes. that was a big thing.
All right, well, we want to thank Gage Trieber for joining us. We'll be right back here on 939 KTAK.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
All right, and welcome back to the Clicker Ticket postgame show. Coach Sheets, your defensive rotation, first and foremost, you've been talking about that for a couple weeks. It seemed to really be back on point tonight.
It was much better, and that's something that obviously we have been working on, and so to see that show up in the game was, I mean, it's a difference maker when you can be there to take away easy shots and kind of take the things that they want to do well. When you can limit those and make them go to something else, it definitely helps our cause.
As far as defensive aggressiveness, at the very end of the half, Eric and Clay kind of jumped up. Is that something you called, or do they have the freedom to do that if they see it?
That's them. That's their freedom. We didn't have a true press on, but you know, if we're not in foul trouble, we want to be picking up as far as the guys feel comfortable. You know, obviously depends on fouls in game situation, but you know, they did a good job, and just when two guys are sprinting up the court as fast as they can, it's a tough catch, and so we were fortunate to get the turnover and get points off of it.
Leading into the Star Valley game, what is going to be your message to the team? Because coaches always preach it, and you've been going off rightfully so on the defensive rotation. That defense turns to offense.
It does.
The guys look like they were having fun out tonight. I assume that's something you're going to preach them and say, look how easier it is.
It is, and what we do at the end of the season is when we go back through our quad for the second time, we split the guys up and they do the scouting report. So it was kind of fun to see the guys do this. You know, 4 of the guys did the scouting report tonight, and they were spot on. And one of their big points or parts of their scouting report was have fun. You know what I mean? Play. It's a game. We should be having fun. Our message, you know, especially this week, is just kind of next play mentality. You know, it's the next game. We don't have to win any of these games to get in the postseason, but we want to be playing well, and so it's that next possession, it's that next play, it's that next game, and you know, we don't feel like there's anybody on our side of the state that we can't play with. There's also not anybody on our side of the state that we know we're just going to win, so we have got to show up kind of possession by possession to be ready for that. So it was kind of fun to see their scouting report, and it was really good.
The team seemed to get very excited there in the fourth quarter when you got a guy. Granted, they do keep the charge stat, but Trenton Weber does so much that is not kept stat-wise. And to see him have kind of a little offensive spurt, hit a 3, get a couple and ones.
Yep.
What does that do for the team, and what does that tell you about the character of the team, that they just rallied right around him?
They do. Everybody loves Trenton because of the hard work he puts in. You know, he's that guy that's willing to do the dirty work, you know, take charges, box out, even though he may not get the rebound, you know, be there in the rotations. He's a shoot last guy. You know, he wants to see everybody else score because he just loves defense and doing all the dirty work. So it is fun to see him get in, see some shots go down, and see the boys celebrate him.
So you get a chance to get a little vengeance, so to speak, this weekend. Of course, a tough place to play.
It is.
A long game. How do you keep the guys fresh? Because maybe it's because they're young, but 5 hours for myself. I won't speak for you.
Yeah.
The knees get a little stiff and whatnot.
There's always a home court advantage, and especially in Wyoming when you're playing a conference game where you got to drive 4 or 5 hours for a conference quad game. There's definitely a home court advantage to that. But, we've seen it. Everybody plays on the same baskets. Everybody plays defense on the same court. So our guys have to be ready, and they will be. They'll be excited to play. That's a good team. That's a very skilled team and very physical team, as we know from other sports. But it'll be fun to see what we do as we go down there and see where we're at with the best on our side.
And I always hate to ask, but we're media. We're horrible people.
Yeah.
But Eric Smith out on crutches, any kind of prognosis on him, or is it the ankle again?
Same ankle again. So usually the first time it takes you the longest to get back. So we're hoping that he can get some rehab on that tonight, tomorrow. And I hate to even speculate for Saturday, but it'd be great to have him.
So one more home game,
Yep.
senior night coming up. You're going to be 7?
Nine. 9 seniors.
Okay, I did a miscount.
Yep.
9 seniors. Just out of curiosity, how do you have? You've had like 24 in like the past 3 years.
It's a credit to the boys in the program, that we can have 7 seniors, 9 seniors, 6 seniors, and keep going back and forth with that, because you don't have any dry spells, and that's what you hope to have is kind of just every grade replace the next one. They get some time varsity, and then with their time, they're ready to go.
All right. Well, we want to thank Coach Sheets for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back to wrap things up on 939 KTAK.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Going over there.
All right, welcome back to the Clicker Ticket Postgame Show. We're going to take a look at points. Eric Smith, of course, had that injured ankle, missed a game. I would anticipate if he's re-aggravated on crutches, he may be missing. The bad part, leading scorer. The good part is you do have a next man up mentality type team, and something's going on there. There we go, got that fixed. So we'll go over the stats real quick. Eric did not play much, if at all, in the second half. He did not score in the second half at all, if he did play. He finishes with 7. Clay Sheets finishes with 7. Garrett Jackson, who is our Papa Murphy's player of the game, finishes with 13. He is the leading scorer for all teams. Gage Schreiber finishes with 1. Trenton Weber finishes with 8 points. Do believe that might be a career high for him, and that's why he's going to get our Gatorade Good Sport / Great Effort player, of course, because I got to say again that Trent Weber got trucked.
That's right.
That's what he's willing to take. He's willing to sacrifice it by as much as Gage Schreiber, I say, plays with no personal safety in his mind. Schreiber doesn't need, neither does Weber. But Schreiber, at least, he's a little bit bigger and broader in the shoulder, stuff like that. Weber's willing to take on a Mack truck. So kudos to him. And every good team needs a guy like that.
Absolutely. So when you have a guy like that that's willing to get out there and take those shots, it inspires their team. It motivates them. It gets everybody amped up. And when you get that kind of energy flow, that can help you, especially when you're going to have to do a game on the road like you're going to have to do Saturday against Star Valley.
And our co-Papa Murphy's player of the game comes up next. He finishes with 12. Blake Ganbine showed some signs of it last game, but it was early on and then kind of went quiet. in a Bo Sheets style offense and team, he's going to substitute regularly. He's going to require 110%, just busting every play. So you've got limited times, and if someone else hot when you come back in.
Yep.
But Blake Gambine played a great one today. He finishes with 12. Finishing with 5 is Bo Anderson. And if only it could have been 7 on the alley-oop. But
oh, I know.
And then Dane Cox finishes with 4. So congratulations to Riverton as they win 56-36 by 20 points. Biggest win in quite some time. And now they turn around and they've got to go face Star Valley. Star Valley, just for a little bit of a look ahead, comes in at 9-8. This is not the Star Valleys of old as far as being so tall. And by old, I mean like 2 years ago.
Right.
Now, that said, at 9-8, they are 3-0 in the quad and in the conference. They just lost to Natrona. It's weird how they do it. Your conference games are your quad games, and not truly your because Natrona's technically in the West.
Right.
But they did lose to Natrona and Kelly Walsh in back-to-back games. But they did beat Green River before that. They did beat Rock Springs before that. And they destroyed Jackson before that and beat Riverton. So one of those games in there, and I'm not sure which one, did not count as a quad game. Just like Riverton's didn't. Again, it's just weird. I don't quite understand it. Nonetheless, so everybody playing for seeding at this point.
Yeah.
2 games left at Star Valley, and then, of course, as much as we love you to listen and watch, next Thursday, it's senior night. 9 seniors. I knew of 7 of them. I think Dane Cox and Brain Martin are the other 2, actually.
Yeah.
But 9 seniors. Come on out, honor them, support them as they're getting ready for wrestling this weekend or tomorrow here as they're rolling out all the mats. But get on out here, support the seniors. 1 home game left, and then it's off to Evanston for what we hope is 3 days of
Absolutely,
games.
absolutely.
If it's 3 days of games, that means there's at least a chance for the Lady Wolverines or both to make state, because as regions go, win 2 before you lose 2. As simple as that.
Yep.
Does not get easier. So, Marshall, any final thoughts?
It's going to be a good weekend for basketball. And did Wyoming Indian ever start?
I know they started at some point in time. Leanne has just now moved. Cody making bad jokes on the group text to say live. So we want to thank Leanne Sanderson for board op. We want to thank Alana Whitaker for being our camera operator today. And now she's not paying any attention. So I've decided not to pay her now. Oh, that got her attention. But for Marshall Whitaker, Alana Whitaker, this has been Kevin Shields. We'll see you Saturday, or I'll see you Saturday from Afton here on 939 KTAK.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming. Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to